There we go. There we go. Shout out to everybody that is tuned in. We are on iTunes. We are on Google Play. We are on iHeartRadio Live. We are on all of this stuff live. iHeartRadio Live. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy JP Justice bringing you every week the Black Kings Table Talk. Only place where the barbershop talk hits the internet, and we have no filter on what we say. We only got 2 filters. Only 2 filters we got is we don't say the N-word, which we try not to. Even I slip up. And we don't say the B word, and we definitely sure try not to slip up on that word because we do not want you ladies coming at us. I guess you got to have breasts to call a woman the B word, right?
No, I think the same way we need to stop saying N-word, they need to stop saying the B word. Because I don't think, because if you're going to say you a queen 1 minute, you can't be having your girlfriends calling you. You know how they do it. You know. Yeah. I almost said the words. I got.
I agree. I agree. Ladies, if you want to be taken as a queen, you can't let your girls be like, well, then look at us guys. We let our boys call us the N-word.
Yeah, but I mean, for the most part, I know I slip up sometimes. I try not to use the word. I try to say my dude or this cat or whatever like that. You know what I mean? Or my brother. For the most part, I don't. You know what I mean? Sometimes when I'm, I'm talking crap and I'm saying something funny that it just rolls out there and stuff like that. But for the most part,
you're a believer that we should eradicate the word altogether?
No, I feel like
both words, the B word and the N word and the B word. First off, ladies and gentlemen, we joined by my boy, another one of the hosts here at King's Table Talk, my man, Mr. Blackwords. Give my man, Mr. Blackwords, a big round of applause. You know how
we're doing. Where y'all at? Come on in here.
Yeah, let me go.
The link. I'm looking for the link. I'm about to share.
Let me go share too. As we're talking, I'm sharing so that this way you can
there we go.
Numbers up. So are you one of those people that think that we should eradicate the word altogether? No B word, no N word, no nothing?
I don't think definitely we should. Well, first of all, the N word is not about man or woman. It's about black people, and so I think that's like a little bit on another level or whatever. Whereas the B word is more, because guys get called the B word too. The B word is ambidextrous now, but it's ambidextrous. But and white folks use that word too.
What's good, fella?
I don't see the link.
The link is in the chat. It's always in the chat. It's always in the black male chat.
I'm in the chat.
I got words and what's the name in here?
Blucious.
He can't hear you. Look in the chat. It's go up a couple. It's right before. Look at there's some words and stuff, and then it's right there.
I am right now.
What chat are you in?
About, it's in where we
Black King's chat.
It's right after where we started talking about what we're going to talk about today.
Dude, I do not see it.
Whoop his ass.
Hold on. Okay, is this it? Let me see.
Hey, Miss Sarah Paisley is in the building.
That was funky joint.
I like that beat. Rock that funky joint. Now, where we at? Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Take a few seconds and share. That's the important. That's the important part. What you're watching us do right now is share.
With your friends.
You know what? By March, we want at least 5,000. What's names? What do you think? Are you in? Blue? Oh man, all in blue.
Hey,
Harlem Blue.
Damn Blue, what's that, boy?
Yo, hold on.
Harlem Blue is in the building. Harlem Blue is
like he's just finishing up lunch. Shit, yo.
Oh, I forgot to get my drink. That's right. I said I was going to start drinking on.
Yeah. Go get it, man.
No.
This is good shit right there, too.
and you got it in the wine glass with the price tag. You can tell you in a new house.
Oh damn! Oh, I ain't take that off. My bad.
Hold on.
Been up there for a while too.
Hold on. I'm still sharing. Ladies and gentlemen, please.
No wonder it's still on.
Please come on through. Paisley Corner in the yes, Paisley Corner is in the house. Oh yeah, I was like, what the heck's Paisley's Corner? Yes, Paisley Corner. If you haven't checked out my girl Sarah Paisley, she's hey, listen, she's new to
That's her show?
Yeah, she's new to broadcasting, and she's got a show on she does videos on YouTube called Paisley's Corner. Go check her out, go help her pick up the numbers. That's what this is all about. This
Sarah, I want to be on your show. So that
that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? It's about numbers, people. Yes, it's cool to come here and talk and bump our gums and talk shit, but if it don't make numbers in 2022, it don't make sense. If it don't make numbers in 2022, it don't make sense. Why you look like you got that brand new HBCU hoodie on? Brand new HBCU hoodie. You know, remember the old ones from back in the days that Bobby wore?
They're coming back. They're coming back.
Did you know how much they want for that goddamn? I went to go buy one. You know what they want for it? They want $80.
Yeah, it's about 150, something like that.
Yo, I might end up still buying it. I might end up still buying it.
I get it.
You gonna
get it? Sure. If I pay $300 for a polo suit, I can get it $150.
Well, that's the thing.
There you go, Black. Let them know.
I don't pay $300 for no polo suit.
Yeah, you're talking to the
wrong polo. That's my nigga. Yeah.
Hey, we just talked. In fact, we in the middle of talking about that word. We're trying to eradicate the N word and the B word.
And here it goes.
And then here he goes. Right. No N word, no B word, man.
Do push-ups. So.
I don't know what Blue is eating, but you know he's smacking his ass.
You just had lunch. What's going on, man?
He's smacking his ass off.
I'm sorry. It's called brunch.
Brunch. Oh yeah, I forgot y'all 3 hours behind back there.
It's called brunch over here, baby.
Blucious.
It's called brunch because he's what they call bougie.
Bougie on top of bougie.
Okay, so let's get back to this, man. Do you think that you're not one of the ones that say we should eradicate the word?
I just won't use it.
So to what extent does the word need to still be here for?
Oh my God! When you're doing a comedy set and you working the story, it just kind of sounds funnier when you use that word, N-word, sometimes. You know. So
then, if you're using a word like that, then if you're using it just on casual terms, if you're using the word just
like, what am I looking
terms,
at? Why listen, I got these. I'm a what is it? I'm a new bachelor, I guess. Yeah, I'm a new bachelor. So I'm in my place, right? I had these cups for a while. It was up in the thing there. I'm trying to enjoy my wine and then realize the damn tag is still up under it. So I'm trying to scratch it off and what have you.
Hey, let that go.
What?
You ain't gotta scratch it off, man.
I'm gonna throw it in the dishwasher because this damn thing on here like Teflon or something.
Yeah. Yo, they put them tags on forever.
I don't know what type of glue they put on this area. It's crazy.
Y'all have dishwashers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have a dishwasher?
What's wrong with you, man?
Is that one? Why every time you come in this mug, don't nobody recognize who the hell you are?
You know what I'm saying?
That's why
you want to come in all bundled and hooded up.
I gotta look for a minute. Is that one? Yeah, that's him.
You ain't see the picture he put up? He's in South Carolina. You ain't see all that snow he got?
Yo, that's crazy. South Carolina. That's crazy.
South Carolina got something like that?
Do you even have a snowblower?
Hell no, man. I had to go get the snow off the car. See, I'm not in the country, so I ain't got no shovel. So normally I'd have a shovel out here getting this stuff out the way, but I'm like, damn.
So what you do?
I had to go get a broom. That's all I got.
God.
And look, I know your city is bugging out because they probably don't know how to deal with it. No.
Ain't nothing moving.
Hell yeah.
Ain't nothing moving.
You probably got white people in the street going,
they going crazy in Walmart right now. People taking everything off the shelves. Look like the cupboards look all bare. They wilding out. Yeah, they be wilding out.
Time to get the milk and bread.
Yep.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by quite a bit of the fellas in here. Real quick, fellas, let's go by. Let's say what's up to the people. This is JP Justice. Thank y'all for coming in for Black King's Table Talk. But we are joined by a couple other boys. Go ahead, start it off. The guy who just got new snow in his state.
This one, aka J Rand, was a man of 1,000 AKAs. We out here dealing with the ice planet Hoth, but I don't know why they call it Hoth. They should call it Kolth.
What they call it? What?
You know, in Star Wars, you know, the ice planet Hoth in Empire Strikes Back.
Yo,
that's what I thought you was talking about, but my brain was like, wait, what the hell are you talking about? I thought it was a real word. Like when you said it just now, I was like, they really use
Well, in the geek world, it is a real word.
Yeah.
Just like Klingon is a real language.
Listen. I knew exactly what it was, but my geek life and my real life just clashed. He just put it in a straight head-on collision. I was like, wait, they're not used. That's a real word. And okay, I got you.
Yo,
before loop.
It's just like heifer.
Yeah. Oh no, you wasn't here last night. You don't know. Yeah, I'm not fucking with black words.
Yeah, heifer with the eye.
Oh wait, hold on. Hey, Blue, spell heifer.
No, you're not gonna get me to spell
that. Spell heifer, bro. Spell heifer.
I don't know, man.
Hey, I know Juan know how to spell it, so I ain't even gonna ask. Yo, did you know heifer had the letter I in
it? Yep. I mean, I know, but it would be a surprise to me too. I wouldn't think.
I spelled it. I expelled it.
Shout out to my girl Millie. Hey, yo, let me finish introducing ourselves. Go ahead. Who else is in the building? My dude down there eating. Come on, introduce yourself. Like we don't eat like we eat on the show. We ain't supposed to. But go ahead.
It was a rough night.
I feel you. And you was out there making that chicken last night. So
picking them up, dropping them off. Yo, why is it young drunk white girls don't understand what captain's chairs are?
Oh yeah. That's
not me. On more than one occasion, I had a bunch of chicks get in the car, and this chick gonna sit her ass right in the middle of the captain's chairs. I'm like, yo, you got to get in the back seat.
Yeah.
This is a back seat, bitch. Yes, it's a truck.
And there's the other word you're not supposed to say.
Yeah.
He was
messing up for the first hour.
He was using it in a particular context. He wasn't saying it all. He was using it in a particular person. There's a difference.
First 15 minutes, we done broke the law.
What are you, the lawyer of the room now? What are you Murdoch? What are you, something Murdoch, and you caught the brick from? What are you doing?
I'm just saying he wasn't using it in general for everybody. He was talking
Introduce yourself, because I got some good news to tell you, Blue. Introduce yourself.
Y'all know me. It's Harlem Blue, making it do what it do, coming true to you every day, all the way in the Black Palisade. Actually, it's gray.
Okay, I ain't mad at you, brother. I ain't mad at you.
All right, spin bars.
This is
I ain't mad at you, brother. Go ahead. Did you get all out? Because I got some good news to tell you.
Yeah, I got it all out.
All right, and you want to introduce yourself, Black Words, again, or you want to?
Yes, sir. Black Words, poet, father, union activist, Renaissance man. Yeah.
Here we go. All right, now here go the good news.
I didn't know we were supposed to tell them what we are about. Harlem Blue, pothead and geek.
Well, I don't think you wanted to do that because I'm about ready. Look at Black Words is fine. Hey, Black Words.
Black.
Oh shit! But watch this. I'm gonna drop bombs from, but you gotta let me get this.
Thank you, Tamar.
Thank you. This news
Thank
out.
you so much.
All right, what's the good news? What's the good news?
So yesterday, I'm in conversation with a lot of people asking me about Black King's Table Talk.
Good.
And one particular person, I'm not going to mention nobody's name, but it was a female who called in and called me because I know her personally. And she was like, well, tell me about the characteristics about everybody in the show. So I was telling her everybody's characteristics. I said, when I got to Blue, somebody's echoing. Somebody's echoing. When I got to Blue, her whole world lit up. And this particular female was like, Blue could get it. Oh my God, with the blue hair and the matching glasses. So hold on, let me drop some bombs for my man Blue. And I even said to her, that's exactly what Blue is. He's the room sweetheart. The ladies, ladies just love Blue. And she furthered it up. She was like this. Okay, Blue, I see Blue. Then I had to, you know me, I had to throw the hater in the game. I said, you know, he's 57 years old, right?
Wow. Wow.
I didn't say that.
Wow.
I promise you. I promise you. But I just wanted to let you know that you are the room sweetheart.
Well, I appreciate it. I don't know who the lady is, but shout outs to her for feeling my energy, my positive energy. I'm just trying to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? It's just my nature. I'm not even trying to be that dude. It's just my nature. And
you want to know something? I told her that too. I told her. I said, yo, he's just a cool B. He's a cool B. You heard? He's a cool B. That's an inside joke. His name used to be on stage.
Took it back to 86.
His name used to be Cool B, and that's how we get up.
86.
Cool.
That was 86 B. That was 86. I was Cool B from about 86 until about 87 until Toothless was born.
And then Toothless.
Toothless was born.
Yeah. And Toothless was ripping and running for about, I don't know, 7 years.
Right, and the Toothless lover.
That Negro took over my life.
Tell a tooth, the whole tooth, and nothing but the
tooth. He took me on world tours.
So how does it feel being the sweetheart? Like Juan, and they asked me. Let me tell you. I said Juan. I said Juan is like the wizard. There's nothing that you can't ask. I said there's nothing you can't ask. He just knows a little bit about everything. There has yet to be a topic that we threw at you that you go, I don't know. You go, this is what Juan, let me tell you how you do. This is how you do, Juan. You'll start rocking like this. You go, and then you'll just start rattling off some shit about the topic.
Yeah, we gotta fix that echo. That should drive me crazy.
That echo you got.
That's not.
I think it is you, man.
Can't watch this. I'm turning everything down. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let me hear.
Still got it.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Right.
No, it's you. It's you, Jay.
It is you. I know. It's him.
All right.
It only happens when he talks.
Test 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, still a little bit.
My dude, I'm trying to tell you. Hold on. Test 1 2 1 2.
Be patient with us. JP is steadily working on his sound game.
Technical difficulties.
You know, he's trying to master it. Now we can't hear him at all.
Hey, is your computer speaker on?
You're on mute, bro.
Jay, you're on mute.
I think he wants us
on mute, and you can still hear the echo. Watch. I'm on mute. All my shit shut down. Watch this.
Okay. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we don't hear it.
Juan, say something.
Yo. Nah, it's not me.
So that's what we're saying. We don't hear it when we talk amongst ourselves.
That's
so it has to be originating from him.
So here we go. Now I'm talking, and it's
there
not.
No, now it's not.
So what I was saying, well, it's fixed, fellas. We'll
Don't worry, another. Go back to your story.
How does it feel?
No. You was explaining everybody or something like that.
Oh, right. So I said that Juan is the wizard. Like Juan just knows a little bit about everything. Then I said I went to Black Words. I was like, Black Words he's like the macho, sexy. He's the sexy Billy D. Williams, but he's the activist. I will say, and I'm gonna keep. You know me, I keep it 100. I said I think he's a little bit. Is it really? Watch this. I'm gonna press pause.
It's you. I don't know what you got.
I'm gonna press mute, and then one of y'all talk.
Testing 1 2. I'm just coming through. Call me Blue. Everybody want to know what I'm getting into.
Nah, it's not me.
Black?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Black is the coolest.
Now can you hear me? Shit.
I use the computer's camera and whatever. So
now can you hear me?
Well, now Juan's echoing a little bit.
Yo, our first 20 minutes is dealing with technical difficulties.
That's what I'm saying. I want a whole soundboard, and everything is turned down.
Hold up, I'll be back.
Everything is turned down except for this mic.
Oh my God, that's funny.
So my voice is coming through one of your speakers back into the microphone.
Is anybody phone up like when we were sharing or something like that? Could be getting feedback on the phones. Check your phones.
When we going? What's going on, Lorraine? Lorraine is in the building. It's not blue. I think it's Juan. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what's up.
Yeah.
Now,
All right, now you're good.
It's going now.
now I'm good. Yeah. Okay.
So and you know me, I keep it real. I said, what's name is hard on the ladies. You know, he has branding when he feels like this belongs to the women and this belongs to the men. So that brings in good controversy. I talked about Brother Earl. I talked about everybody. So
that's fine, the shit starter. No,
yeah.
But it's not that I'm hard on ladies. I just think that we get the shitty end sometimes. That's all. I think men, I think we get the shitty end of the stick. That's all.
He's a man advocate. There you go.
Ooh, see what I'm saying?
There you go.
Fucking Murdoch. What's his name? Matt Murdoch. That should be one of your AKAs, Matt Murdoch.
Right, Murdoch.
You know who Matt Murdoch is, right?
Yeah, Daredevil.
Daredevil. You are the Matt Murdoch of the room, goddamn you, the motherfucking lawyer. So yeah, so that's I was going through the what's name. So shout out to, well, they're not here, but when they get in there. Now I can't even got my sound effects now. You guys, I knew I spent all day today fixing my sound. This is what we was talking about real quick. Before we got on that world tangent, we was talking about the N word and the B word. This ain't gonna be our topic for today.
Yes, Lorraine.
What Lorraine said?
She said, "You think man gets shitty end of the stick?" Yeah, I do.
Pause.
Wow, that is a real
Right?
pause too.
Pause there, right?
That is a real pause too. That's where the pause really needs to go.
Yeah.
Into the stick. The N word and the B word. Do you? Yeah. The shitty end of the stick. Yeah. She said pause. What do you think about the N word and the B word, Juan? Do you think we should eradicate it and leave it alone? Black Words did have a great point when he said women shouldn't use it because y'all want to be treated like queens, but yet you let each other call each other bitch. Excuse me. Oh, damn. But I said, well, look at us. We say the N word.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think the word should be eradicated altogether?
I think it's either y'all gonna let us say what we say.
Hold on,
Shut the hell up.
Look at his names. J Randoms, aka Matt Murdoch.
Crazy. He went in.
I kind of feel like, yo, either everybody can say it and everybody chill the hell out, or nobody can say it.
When you say everybody, you mean white people?
Oh, they can say it, but is a consequence for saying it. Yeah, they want to say it, all right, but there's some consequences and repercussions possibly for doing so, and they need to understand that. So either that, or nobody says it, or everybody just dead it.
Wow. What about the B word?
Because you know, it's like, yeah, people, you know, you have the right. This is a free country. You can have the right to say whatever you want to say, but you're not free from the consequences of what you say.
Click on Lorraine's comment, right? You see right there, it said, but when you say "be" to our girls, it's endearing. Like, well, that's just like what we used to say about the N word, right?
Yeah, you know, and it's all relevant.
We flipped it and we made it endearing. Nah.
Yeah, and you know, and it's relative to the situation. You might be talking about a particular person, you know, but if you're using it in the context of, oh, you know, yeah, this, you know, on some racist, some negative shit, yeah, then, you know, people.
So white guy can't come in and go, yo, so my niggas is coming right now.
Oh yeah, I'm telling them, ho, that word ain't coming out your mouth. You liable to get decked in the eye. That's like I said, you're free to say what you want, but you're not free from the consequences of your actions.
Yo, I'm mad you said deck. You said you're gonna deck him?
Deck him. He couldn't be decked in the eye for that.
Well, last time somebody got decked. So listen,
86.
Listen, look how silly it sounds. It's like, okay, white folks can't use the N word, right? Dudes can't use the B word. It's just silly altogether. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't use it. You know what I mean? It's like, oof. Like listen,
I get that. I get that too.
When we call a woman a beat, you know, that's pretty rough. You know what I'm saying? And the N word, you know, I just don't have the taste for it like I used to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
And every now and then it slips out, but generally I try not to use it.
I like how Sarah thinks. Sarah says, I think it should be. I don't think it should be eradicated. We grown. We know how to use it.
I think
it can't be eradicated. I'm just saying that like, you know,
has anybody ever?
I choose not to use either one.
Has anybody ever explored the teachings of KRS-One, or even Kendrick Lamar talked about on one of his albums, the N-word and where they actually got it from?
But the niggas thing, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Niggas?
Basically, it's derived from our words, and those words were used, you know, when we were using them towards each other or our ancestors. Those words were, you know, like the one, the king, stuff like that. Like you know.
Yeah, but when the white folks is calling us the N words, they didn't mean king.
Yeah.
I know what you're trying to say, but here's the thing about it, though, and he's right when he says this. When they tell you don't say that anymore, you not only will you not say it, but you won't what? You won't examine it. You won't educate yourself on it. You won't study it, and therefore you won't study the origins of it and where they actually took it from. You know what I mean? So
I feel you, but
hiding the word is hiding us.
God,
I mean that's a historical perspective, but look at this. Listen, we built the pyramids in Egypt and everything's like that, and yet they still trying to whitewash every damn thing that we do.
Exactly.
You know
Exactly. So when we say we're not going to say that anymore, we're closing the door to understand that. Oh, wait a minute. So there's a history there. They didn't just pick it out the air. You know what I'm saying? They took something that we were, and they just said, well, instead of saying niggas or, you know, the proper pronunciation, we just gonna call them niggas. You know what I mean?
It's also loosely based off the Spanish word negro, which means black. That's how they describe us. That's the color of us. And so the Dutch, you know, they heard it. And they saw it, and you got folks mispronunciating. You know, people mispronounce shit all the time. And language barriers where they can't, you know, it mistranslate from one language to the next, and the next thing you know, niggas.
Well, I like what y'all just said. First off, that's incredible that they would feel like let's use the word and let's turn the word to niggas, and so that this way we can hide the true meaning of it. If we say niggas, they're not going to know that we're using it in such a term that it's not going to mean king and all that kind of stuff. And now here we are talking about eradicate the word, which means we won't do no history and know that it was never nigger, it was niggas, and that means king. So that's incredible.
And like Juan was just saying, there was many different. Throughout different cultures and different time periods, there was many different meanings for it, but it never got to that nastiness of hatred until we got to, you know, white people,
American white crackers,
American
clears.
You know, in the late, was it 1700s, 1800s? I don't even know when they actually started calling us that, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
because they didn't start right off the bat. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they went to Africa and said, "We gonna get these niggas." They didn't start right off the bat.
More wet baloney smelling ass motherfuckers. Those syphilis carrying ass.
Oh Lord, white people are listening.
Listen, you know how I feel. First off, I don't have a racist bone in my body, but I do not hide my tongue in shame of the things of the wicked things them boys did. You hear me? Them boys were wicked, and what made it even worse is that they were planning wickedness. They plotted and they plant seeds of wickedness. So that was intentional wickedness, and that should be pointed out and they should feel embarrassed. They should feel mortified. I don't give a, and if you are one of these people, you should find yourself crawling up in a hole and dying somewhere, because that is the biggest shame of a human being ever.
Look at it like this. Around the world, including America, Europe, wherever you go, Hitler is supposed to be, the most evil motherfucker on the face of the planet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like this, that's, because everybody can't really, unless you're a historian, everybody can't really talk about like how should I say, the evil deeds of, like, let's say
King Leopold.
Yeah, people like that. You know what I'm saying? So, Hitler.
King Leopold is, I think, unless I'm forgetting somebody, is the most evil MFer that ever walked this earth.
Now you're gonna have me look up King Leopold. Let me tell you what these players have done. So y'all know I'm into documentaries. I don't know why in my older age I like documentaries.
I love documentaries.
This is what we do.
You know what it is, yeah.
Yeah. So you know that song,
documentary with a blunt.
You know that you know that song, a weema wep, a weema wep, a weema.
Yeah. It's African. It's African.
Did y'all see that documentary on that?
No.
Yeah, about how the guys. I know they ain't getting no money for it, and a bunch of people did it over. It's a whole big thing on that right there.
Yo, first off, the song is not called weema wep.
No.
The song is called Umaba, like something like Umaba. But white people couldn't say the word, so they changed Umaba to Weemawap.
A Weemaway.
A Weemaway. They changed it to Weemaway.
Yo, fun fact. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So they didn't.
No, we love your fun facts. I gotta hear the fun facts.
So they didn't know what the song was, because at first it was just the ending of it was a other song, and was a chant at the end of the song.
That's what I was going to get into.
As the song went off, he started chanting as the song is going off. They didn't know what the song was because it was in their native language. They just knew it was something about a lion. They give it to this white guy, and this white guy comes up with, "In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion." Yo, I'm sitting here like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Dudes are wicked, boy.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it is a part of it's a part of a larger song. The beginning of Coming to America, when it that's the original part, that's the original song. That's where it comes from.
And Coming to America had the original song in it. Wow.
Yep.
Did they know that? Did they, or was it accidental?
I think they probably knew that. I'm pretty sure they probably knew that.
Yo, I love how we as African Americans, blacks, whatever people of color, we slip the message in so that this way the message will never get lost.
I take it back to, what's that song? You drop a bomb on me.
The Gap Band.
Yeah.
Dude, we never knew.
Now, I knew since day one.
Come on, hold up, stop. Jameek, you knew since day one.
I knew since the first time I heard that song what it was, because my parents told me.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that. Then I'm gonna give you that.
I'm not saying that I knew.
I did not. I didn't know till I was a grown man.
Tell people. Tell them. Let them know what the song is. Let them know.
Oh, you want me?
Yeah. You brought it up.
Okay. Originally,
you dropped the bomb.
Yeah, you dropped the bomb on me. Originally, a soulful party song. You know what I'm saying? This not really our song. It was really our parents' generation, their song. You know what I'm saying? But we still jam to it, and it got that I want to call it the hook, but it wasn't really the hook, right?
No, it was a part of the song.
Yeah,
the name of the group was called the Gap Band.
Yeah. He says, "You dropped a bomb on me." And, it resonated with us. Like, we heard it and it sounded like, oh my God, that shit sound fly. For me, it wasn't until, like I said, I was a grown adult. And because I didn't even know about Tulsa. So come to find out that the person who wrote that in there he actually was a child and survived Tulsa, or had family that survived it, something like that. And so they wrote that lyric in there to, to reference what happened in Tulsa when white people dropped bombs on us.
Yes. Big shout out to my brother David. What up, Dave? What he's trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, let me help you out over here. The song is by the Gap Band, 1981, 82, something like that. You dropped the bomb, drop the bomb on me, baby. Right. The actual song is referencing and paying tribute and homage to Tulsa, Oklahoma, the bombing of Black Wall Street. God damn it, what is his name? He's out now. He's on a New Edition tour. What's his name? The leader, the singer, the lead singer of the Gap Band.
Charlie Wilson.
Charlie Wilson. His family is from Tulsa, Oklahoma, that survived Black Wall Street. So he wrote the song "You Dropped the Bomb on Me" to let people know about Tulsa, Oklahoma, and keeping in memory that that's what they did to us. For those of y'all who don't know,
I have to listen to that fucking song now.
You didn't know that? You didn't know? You didn't know?
No, I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Yeah. And for those who don't, and for those who didn't know, Charlie Wilson is the guy who Aaron Hall tried to be like sound, or not tried to sound like inspired by, who R. Kelly is inspired by. So that's the whole energy of Charlie Wilson like that. So it's really deeply embedded in our culture. And what's so sad is that we have to put our messages in there like that. There were people like Nina Simone who didn't care. Nina Simone
was a beast.
Yo, she put the message right in there. She got strange fruit, and then she
no, that was Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday.
No,
Billie Holiday.
No,
she remade Strange Fruit, but it was really
she remade Strange Fruit, but she also had what was the
one about the church bombing?
She had a couple.
Yeah, she would bring it, and it got to the point where they were scared for her to be going out in public, bro. You know that? They were scared for her to go in public because they was like, something can happen to this woman. Oh, you didn't know that about the song, Sarah? And you a songwriter? Oh my God.
It's deep. It's deep.
Yeah.
But this shows you how much they hid from us.
Yeah.
And not only how much they hid from us, but it was frowned upon.
Mississippi, goddamn. Thank you, Mike. Mississippi, goddamn. Whoo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What's that? Huh?
Oh my God, you never heard Mississippi, goddamn?
Oh, the Nina Simone song?
Nina Simone.
Oh.
You never heard it? Never listened to the words?
Probably did.
Yo, Mississippi, goddamn. I'm sorry, Blue. Mississippi, goddamn is about the bombings and how those people got away with it. And you know what made that song so dope? Yo, bro, I know my music like this. What made the song so dope? Well, thank you, Instagram. What made the song so dope is that it wasn't a dreary song. It wasn't a song of sorrow. She wrote it in an up-tempo beat so that you'll be dancing to it. But as you're dancing to it, she's telling you the story about how, and that had never been done before because all our songs was, and they treat us bad. You know what I'm saying? But here she come, Mississippi burning, goddamn, and people was out there like this and not understanding that they're dancing to this message. That's why she got a lot of hate for that song too.
We've done that with our music. I mean, historically, black music has always done that. We hid the message in you. Look at and this is a crazy example, but look at the Yin Yang Twins, Get Low with Little John. For the longest time, white folks didn't know that they was talking about sex. Oh, skeet, motherfucker. That's what they was talking about.
Oh yeah, that was a Dave Chappelle joke. When white people find out what skeet means.
I remember he went on. He went on 97.
Side there, Juan. We was talking about spiritual uplifting.
And Juan went.
Yeah, Juan talking about
negative
a hot load of baby batter on a chick.
Skate.
Yeah, we over
here. But my point is
we weren't talking about that one. We're not going in that direction.
Yeah. Juan skiing all over. God damn, Juan.
But the point is, yes, we always had messages. Think about back in those days. If you was overtly outright saying all this negative stuff, because the record companies, the white folks own the record companies or whatever. So you couldn't come out and say F the white man and all this other stuff. They would hung you. So they had to put it in the music. I mean, you can even take that back to slavery. You can take it back. Look at the old Negro spirituals. That's talking about that saying with Harriet Tubman. telling them to head north or whatever, about Moses and their people, giving them directions, telling them, hey, go north or whatever, go in this direction, go in that direction. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's going to trouble the water.
Let's bring it up to date. I want to bring it up to date. And I constantly talk about this album, but I don't think people are grasping what I'm saying.
What album?
Jay-Z's 444.
Yeah.
Yo, people aren't listening to that album the way it needs to be listened to. He don't want you dancing on that dance floor.
No,
he wants you to get those messages and those gems and those jewels out of that album and apply it to your life and enrich your life. You know what I'm saying?
Here's when I knew how serious he was. I'm at the concert and he's doing one of the songs, and I'm like, yo, is Jay crying?
He was crying?
Crying? Because he know this is a tour. He got to do that in every city now.
Yeah, right. You just put yourself in the Michael Jackson situation. Yeah.
But I said to myself, because I've been to many Jay-Z concerts, so this album is different. You know what I mean? This is on. I was right when I had that first initial listening to it. This is different. This is not Blueprint. This is not none of that shit. We're on a higher level. Let's elevate ourselves. Let's become conscious and aware of what we're doing. You know,
a lot of these artists get what's biz over beats. I'll check that out. Biz over beats. I don't know if that's a song or if you're trying to say business over beats. A lot of these artists, a lot of our artists of today, unlike the artists of the 60s and 70s, are able to speak more freely. So they have these aha wake up Negro moments.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden it's expressed in their art form and it's out in the public. Like when Beyonce does this dance with Michael Jackson and all that stuff she did on the goddamn football Super Bowl.
White people lost their mind when they was dressed up like the Black Panthers.
Yes.
White people lost white people that loved Beyonce.
Yes.
Was waking up like, yo, I didn't know this bitch was black.
They didn't. She's militant like this. They called it militant. They called it all kinds of stuff. They had no.
Am I lying?
Yeah.
Am I lying?
Nah. I got you.
What is she doing?
Right. So I think now they have these aha wake up moments, and it changes the course of it. Like it can't be ignored now. And all we doing is taking off layers and taking off layers and taking off layers and finding out the corruption that they've embedded and seeded into our cultures. You know what I'm saying?
What makes it so damning as a society is that, you perpetrate this excellence of, American, ideologies at such a high level of, we're supreme and we're this and we're that good. And then, like JP just said, the more you continue to peel back the layers, it doesn't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like you think, I learned about Roswell or I learned about Oklahoma, but then you keep on peeling and it doesn't stop. It's like, there's more. There's more. There's more.
Slocum Massacre, Red Summer.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Slocum Massacre, Red Summer.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about 1919, right?
The Orangeburg Massacre. Yep.
So here they are screaming about how they're the better race, but all the while they're being very sneaky.
Well, that's why I said about, they talk about, they demonize Hitler, but and believe it or not, one of the cats that brought this to attention and said this on the air is actually Chelsea Handler. Said, Hitler and those cats over there, the Nazis, they got the playbook from America. I'm gonna say it again. They got the playbook from America. Like, watching what's going on in America, watching what's going on in the South, especially. They got the playbook from these cats. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, wait a minute.
I remember Trevor Noah, he was talking about apartheid in South Africa. He said, basically apartheid in South Africa was basically a refined version of the racism that was going on in America. Is the way that they studied racism in America, and they figured a way, but we need to refine it. We need to make it palatable to way we make it like normal in our country. Like this is the way it is, and that's how apartheid came about.
But check this out. So the Belgians,
wicked,
and I don't know why they don't get talked about more as their wickedness in the world, but King Leopold is Belgian, stuff like that, and he ruled the Congo since 1885.
Wireless interference detected.
This cat was cutting off hands and tying them together like a pair of sneakers and making you wear it around your neck.
Are you serious, bro?
Yeah. So it's like, that right there about, listen, the only reason why Hitler's so fucking popular is because King Leopold was doing it to Africans. All right. But that playbook has already been played. Trust me.
So here they talk about being some of the strongest people. Here they are talking about being some of the wisest and smartest people, but everything they do has trickery to it. Has trickery to it. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, who's in college now, who I'm so afraid for my daughter in college. This is her freshman year, and she's in what they call a PWI, predominantly white institution. But that's my Malcolm X.
Hold on, stop. Please, my brother, you can't just bring that back. Break that down. Bring that back one more time. Because I done been to school. I have been on college campuses. I have never.
It's a relatively new term, though. I think,
Thank you. Express that.
I don't know if it is or isn't, but she's on what they call a PWI, predominantly white institution. That's my Malcolm X. That's my civil rights activist on that college campus. And she got one of the most Utah white, baby blonde hair, blue-eyed white girls as a roommate. And I said, "Oh my God, this is a dynamite keg barrel ready to blow up." You know what I'm saying? She's already had that moment where she said she had to check the white girl and say, "Listen, the white girl tried to speak for her and didn't let her word be, and what she said wasn't what my daughter felt." So my daughter had to say, "Hey, yo, don't speak for me. I speak for myself." You know what I'm saying? But then she's also finding out that there's a whole lot of similarities. Like this white girl, my black daughter, my black civil rights activist daughter, is roommating with this Utah white girl whose father left her, went with the next woman, and wasn't with the family, and it was drinking and alcohol. Meanwhile, my black daughter, my daughter, is there, who has her mother and father together.
Household.
How about that? How about that? So my daughter is crashing into her ideologies on this PWI, crashing into her beliefs about what black people are and all that kind of stuff. She's just crashing into it with reality. So but this is what I was gonna say. My daughter, who's in college now, when she was in junior high school, and I forgot something had happened. My daughter looked at me and she said, "Daddy, did they think we wasn't going to find out?" Like,
yes, they did.
Yeah, they thought we was never going to dig this shit up. They thought it was going to be hidden forever.
Listen, two of the worst things that happened to white, I'm gonna say white supremacy. Two of the worst things that ever happened was DNA and the internet. Those are two of the worst things that ever happened to white supremacy. Because when they first came up with DNA, they thought they were going to be locking Negroes up even more. And it turned out that they had to let a lot of Negroes go because of DNA. Right. And then now you have the internet, and the internet connects all of us. So now we're in touch with a vast amount of information, like Tulsa, Oklahoma, like the summer of 1919, when white people just went crazy in America and was killing Negroes all over America. It was called The Purge. So when you hear that movie, the franchise called The Purge, don't think, oh, some movie writer just came up with that shit out of the air. Like he's a genius, and I'm gonna write this great script called The Purge, and we're gonna make like 4 or 5 movies. I know you got it from America. when America actually did it to black people.
Wow. See what I'm saying, man? First off, Blue, that's why I fuck with Blue. Because Blue may come up in here, Blue may come up in here and act all, I was suburban and that was dominant, but this motherfucker be knowing, bro.
This
motherfucker be knowing, bro.
Suburbia.
No, he do, bro. I don't fuck. Let me tell you. You see that guy down there? I don't fuck with that dude. Let me tell you what he does, bro. And if you two Negroes say y'all do the same thing, I may not have to fuck with this group no more. I may have to get a whole new team. He has a truck that comes to his cul-de-sac and washes his dog and grooms his dog.
That's what we do in the suburbs.
That's
what we do in the suburbs.
Suburban bougie nigga shit, boy.
You're black. She brings the truck right into the driveway.
Yeah, I know.
She plugs it up on the side of my house.
Uh-huh.
She takes my dogs in there and she grooms them. You know what I'm saying? She got one of them big what do you call? I forget the name. What do you call them vans, man?
Sprinters.
The big,
Sprinters.
Yes, she got one of them bitches. Nice. That shit is nice too. Like, I want one of them trucks.
And look, and Blue goes, hold on, let me take the dogs outside to get groomed. I said, what?
Hold on. I had a bougie moment. I had a suburban moment the other day. I had to pick my wife up from work.
That does?
Like cooking, huh?
Lorraine said that. Oh, the black guy. He's in Harlem.
What?
He was on the news, right? Yeah. There's a black guy in Harlem that's doing the same thing, like out there, like what you talking about, Blue.
I told you, man. I know too many rich people in New York that don't want to do shit, and they got dogs. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But here was my suburban moment. We go into the restaurant. I'm in the restaurant. We ordered. We're waiting for our food, and I seen the dude come in, and he's fumbling his car keys. And I said to myself, "Where's my keys?" I had left my keys in the car unlocked. I said to my wife, "Okay, so that would have never happened if I was living in New York."
The new car, the new one.
Mm-hmm.
What? I ain't got no old car. This
just happened. This just happened.
Yeah, this just happened the other day. My wife was like, she said, you violated just now, right? So,
bro, I don't even want to hit the auto. I don't even want to hit the auto car start where I live at because I'm just afraid.
Yeah, exactly.
I come outside and here I am warmed it up for him to steal it.
Mm-hmm.
So, or at least find somebody sleeping in that bitch.
Yeah.
The heat was on and everything. I was holding it down for you.
Yeah, we're not doing that. So check this out, fellas. I was I was internet surfing, and I don't know if y'all watch on Revolt TV. It's they're gonna echo again. I don't know if test 1 2 1 2. I know it can't be me, bro.
Oh my God. You Blue, you stupid. I swear to God. Oh my God.
Thank you, Black. I needed that, man.
Yeah, you crazy.
Oh, yo, and give me props, y'all. I opened up for Bert Kushner the other night, Friday night.
I'm not sure who that is. But
yeah, we don't know who that is. That's another one of them bougie ass, suburban ass people. We don't know who that is. So listen, I'm surfing through the internet and I go to Revolt TV, and it's a video series called Brackets. Brackets is where rappers talk about certain topics in hip hop, and they bracket up the hip hop artist until they finally get the last two, and then they go to the back. So this bracket was who had the best New York City anthem. You know what I'm saying? DMX.
Wow, that's deep right there.
Yo, it was dope. It was dope. It came down to DMX and Jay-Z, and DMX took it. But that's not what it was Mano, and I don't know who the host name is. But the host asked Mano, in today's music, when Mano was coming up, you couldn't rap about what you didn't live. you had to be accountable for what you put in lyrics. If you didn't live it, you couldn't really write it. Does that still apply for today? Mano said, no. We don't want these rappers to be like how we was, drug dealers and gunslingers and all that kind of stuff. No, you don't have to. You can tell the story, and if you tell the story well enough, then then by all means, it's just as credible. So now here's what I'm asking about in today's time. As men, in order for you to pass on the knowledge that you have to whoever, whatever generation, to the people you're around, to your neighborhoods, or whatever the case may be, should your words be credible in what it is that you're talking about? Like if you're saying enrich the people and blah blah blah, should you be walking that walk and talking that talk? Or if you can paint a clear enough picture, is that just as valid to making that point?
It's never as valid as
what up, Raina?
Has walking the walk. It's never as valid as living that life. You know what I'm saying? You could talk shit all you want, but if you're not leading by example, then it's never as valid by example. That's just my opinion. It's never as valid.
I only understood one part of it. The first part of it, you lost me at paint a picture. The first part of it is literally you took the long route to say and practice what you preach. But the second part of it,
thank you. Yes, that's basically it.
The second part of it, painting the picture, you lost me at that. You got to explain that better, so I have a better grasp of what it is you're trying to say.
All right, so watch this. Let me ask you a question. Has any of us ever been shot?
No, my brother
shot at.
My brothers have been shot, but I've been fortunate.
Okay, so let's answer this question. Has any of us been shot?
No.
Again,
can you tell someone not to get shot and paint a clear enough picture and not have to walk the walk and be just as credible?
See, but that's
what you saying is like basically a mechanic shouldn't be telling a carpenter how to do carpentry. I'm
first off, I'm asking. I'm not.
But I'm trying to get a good.
I'm not picking any side. What I'm trying to say is, we need to better our communities. We need to better our kids. We need to better our blah blah blah. Just because I don't walk that walk, if I know that walk, is me telling someone else to walk that walk just as credible as if I am walking that walk.
Well, I'll say this. I guess if you're wise enough, you can you can talk about it. But you talk about being shot. I've never been shot, but one time we was coming out of 54. Something had broke out in there and shit. I guess the cats came back and they let off while we were standing outside the club. So we went running down the street. My man gets hit in the leg. And he was a jokester, but when he was like, yo, I think I've been shot. So as soon as he said that, I was like, yo, stop fucking playing. You know what I mean? But then he holds his hand up and his hand is bloody or whatever because the bullet went straight through his leg. So somebody who's actually been shot and been through that, he can talk about how that pain, how that hot lead feel when it's coming through. How you gotta, when you get to that hospital and stuff like that, and they gotta, cut off your pants leg, and they talk about cutting off your leg because of what that bullet may have hit. See, that person can really speak about it, whereas we can just speculate.
But is the speculation just as valid?
No, it's not. Stop asking the question over and over again.
No, it's valid. But
hold on.
Person has been through it.
Hold on. It's not asking the question all over again. I'm trying to make it very clear. So, because what I'm trying to say is this. So then, how can we tell people to and not to do things if our authenticity? I'm just asking the question. I'm just asking.
Watch this. I don't want to hear from nobody that ain't well versed in a subject.
So then that's exactly what I'm saying. So if you can see the picture,
so if you're not well versed, like watch this. Simplify it. A crackhead can tell me about crack and the dangers of crack. You know what I mean? Not an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? Like if that makes sense, right? Like You have to have that experience and knowledge of what you're talking about, or else you just somebody talking, plain and simple. And that's how and that's how the listener is gonna receive your message. Like, you know, why are you telling me something? Point blank. Period. Great point. My bad. I'm a little. But anyway, a great point that I'm gonna make is this. I preach to my kids that the house needs to be presentable at all times. This is a real thing. And I will say that consists of any areas that cannot be closed, any areas that when a visitor, if somebody pops in on us, right? Living room needs to be presentable. Bathroom needs to be presentable. Don't give a fuck what you do in your room, right? They follow me. You don't keep your room clean, so why should I? When I come talking about clean your room. Now, my room is not disgusting. I don't live in a pigsty, but I live like I my shit looks like I live my life. So my point to what you're saying is like they don't be wanting to hear that. I have to lead by example. The minute I start getting up to do something, they follow. And now my message makes sense as opposed to me being a nigga that's just talking. Sometimes I get that from my kids. That's not easy to say, and pardon me for the N-word. Sometimes I can tell that I'm just the guy talking. The words are not hitting their mark because I'm not practicing what I preach. You get it?
Yep.
I hear you.
Another way.
And Buzz, you know damn well you can't pop up on black people and shit. You got to call.
Yeah. Yeah, listen.
Damn well.
Hold on. Okay, what was you gonna say, Juan?
Oh, I was gonna say to that, you know, there is such a thing. I can understand someone who has firsthand experience about certain things, but there's that old saying, you know, smart people learn from their mistakes, wise people learn from the mistakes of others. I mean, I don't necessarily have to be a crackhead to tell you the dangers of crack. I might have relatives that might have been crackheads, and I can say, yo, I watch, you know, my cousin or whatever get hooked on crack, and I see how his life turned into a downward spiral and how things got jacked up with him and messed up his health and him dying from a heart attack and all that other stuff. To say, yo, you don't need to be doing that. I know somebody else that did that and went through that. Now, and it's a balance. There's things that you can't experience that you can go off and tell somebody that, yeah, I've been through this before. I did this. I know that playbook. I've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. I don't want you going that route.
So then if you can paint a good enough picture, then it's just as valid then. So, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the reason why I asked that is this. It's like nowadays,
right?
And let's not just talk about just rappers. Let's talk about I got this topic off the rap video, but it's like in life. People don't want to hear you. Like they don't want to hear you if they feel like, who are you to tell me? You ain't never did it. But ain't that a part of the wisdom of getting older?
No, I disagree. You have to walk that walk to preach a certain message. Did y'all freeze?
No.
Oh, all right. My bad. Everybody was just like,
words thinking.
That's something. I said, whoa. No, I don't agree. You have to be able to be well versed in whatever your message is, man.
Yeah, because if you let's put it this way: if you out there acting a fool, but you are articulate in giving your message about not acting a fool, well, it's still not going to. You know what I'm saying? It's you're not going to help me. You're not, because I'm watching you act a fucking fool.
Jay, I'd like to use
the greatest language to articulate to me that no, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't act a fool. Hey,
my lighter.
You're having fun. I'm watching you. You're acting fun with the fool shit. You know what I mean? So it's not unless I'm not saying you can't take it from people, good advice from people that haven't walked the walk, but it doesn't come through. Let's just be clear when we say it doesn't resonate and connect as well as if it came from somebody who lived it, who walked it, who's living by example. It doesn't connect like that.
Doesn't connect.
I swear, y'all be taking the long routes to these things,
I'm
man.
trying.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm trying.
Nah, it's all good, Blue. Jay, let me ask you a question. As a 30+ year comedian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who better to manage a young upcoming comedian, right? If that was something you wanted to do, you might actually be better at it than being a fucking comedian. Do you get it?
Right.
I mean,
How can a boxer not get with a boxing trainer who's been a boxer before?
Right, like you've walked the walk.
There are plenty of boxing trainers. There's plenty of boxing trainers
That's never been boxers.
That's never been boxers. Right. So listen, you've walked the walk. Hold on, words, my bad. You've walked the walk. You know the trappings. You see certain shit before it happens because you have foresight. So that I can listen to you regarding comedy. Do I want to listen to you on, and this is no offense, it's just the truth, right? Do I want to listen to you on how to be a rapper? Do I want to listen to you on how to be I can't even say that because you've written a book. I was going to say an author. But, there's just certain things like I think it's more respected if you have those years that you put into comedy. Those are badges, bro, that you wear proudly so people can respect that shit more when you talk about the things that you talk about. But in general, to your point, I don't want to hear from nobody that has no experience trying to guide me in some shit. No, I'm sorry. Watch this. Hold on. My bad, Blue. One more point.
Go ahead, because I haven't seen you in a minute, so keep going.
I just started therapy, and I'm not scared to share that with y'all. I think I shared it with Jay, whatever, right? Everybody got shit going on. Don't judge me. But anyway, so watch this. When I was looking for a therapist, to me, I need somebody. Go ahead.
No. Instagram said something. I'm listening to
you. My bad.
I'm trying to let Instagram know I heard it. Instagram said this. Hold on. Mr. Biggs on Instagram said, you don't have to have the experience. You could have the knowledge.
How do you get knowledge without All right. So listen, anyway, like I was saying, I just started therapy. Right? And part of that was I didn't want nobody being therapeutic with me unless they were from the same walk of life that I'm from. I don't want no young white woman. I don't want no white man. I don't want that. I need somebody that looks like me, because I know if they don't, even if they don't have the same struggle as I have, somebody in their family have it. You know what I'm saying? They can understand. It's relatable. And at this point, I'm agreeing with Ron. That at that point, I'll go that far. Yeah. So it has to be relatable, bro. I don't want nobody. And to the Instagram, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but how do you get knowledge without experience? Reading a book? What? Like, that don't make no sense. Everything in life, the experience comes from repetition. You have to bump your head and make fucking mistakes or whatever it is. It's repetition. There's no experience in how do you gain the knowledge without experience?
So what about the basketball coach that never played basketball but coaches a great team?
See, and let me just.
That's not fair. See, and listen. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Screamed on me the other night. Nah, Blue. I'm sorry. Nah, Blue. Hold on. He screamed on me the other night because Jay got this thing about me bending the rules of a conversation to fit my shit. What are you doing right now? Not that it's not a good point, Jay, but what are you doing right now?
If you're gonna bring up the argument that we had the other night.
No, I'm not bringing up the argument. What I'm bringing up is the fact that you say I twist my conversation to fit my point.
What I'm trying to say to you is this. And first off, relax, bro. Yo, I know you passionate.
Oh, no,
I know you passionate. I'm passionate.
No, Jay.
I know you passionate. Hold on, Blue. I know you passionate. But one of the things that we talked about in that argument is how we start yelling at one another. I know it's passion. So when I see you get like that, please do not think I'm not going to get just as big chested as you are. And now it becomes a screaming match.
But you started that shit. I just want to say that.
Just now.
You did. It is what it is.
No,
That's not for today. That's not for today.
I didn't. All I said was I made a point. This is a conversation. And in the conversation, I'm bringing up devil advocate. I didn't say that to target Buzz. I said, well, what about the coach? And
well, then watch this. Watch this.
Hold up.
Wait a minute. That's not bending the rules. I'm just asking another
First
viewer.
of all, I just
bringing more talking points. That's all.
Right.
Some of the greatest coaches ever. Some of the greatest coaches ever. And arguably the greatest coach, Phil Jackson, was a basketball player.
Yeah, well,
what were you saying again?
I'm getting ready to say. When you say there's boxers, I mean there's boxing trainers and coaches, basketball, football, whatever, that haven't played before. Yes, they did. Yeah, Jeff Van Gundy played basketball.
He did.
So don't think these motherfuckers never played the game. They just didn't reach. They just
and watch this. Watch this. Brentwood, Long Island, stand up. One of the greatest trainers in boxing, Buddy McGirt, was a boxer.
Yeah. I don't know of anybody who didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Before they just didn't do it to the highest level.
So how about this? How about this? If you're a CEO and you have a company, you have your job you need to fill. Are you going to hire the person with no experience, or are you going to hire the cat that's got plenty of experience?
Now, see, words, that's not fair, because a lot of these companies nowadays, they want people with no experience so that they can mold them into what they want.
No, that's different.
And pay them what they want.
But we're talking generally.
Wireless interference detected.
Oh, don't worry about that. That's my alarm.
You got a robot.
Here's the thing.
Juan got a robot securing the perimeter. What the?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to get one of those, B. But here's the thing. When we talk about leading by example, or at least knowing what you're talking about, you know, I mean, what level are we talking about? Like, for instance, I have a younger brother, right? 30, he's 35 years old, whatever. And he wants to give me advice, or he wants to tell me, oh, I shouldn't do this as far as my health. I shouldn't take the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? The coronavirus isn't real. Like, this is what he's telling me. I'm like, okay, you barely graduated high school, let alone got A's in science. Why am I going to listen to you over Dr. Fauci? Regardless of what you say, that motherfucker still got DR in front of his name. You do not. So why are you giving me all this information when you have no skills in this area whatsoever? And then on top of that, when we talk about leading by example, you are out here eating from fast food restaurants, smoking blunts, and drinking liquor. So I'm going to listen to you when it comes to my health. At 55 years old, I'm going to listen to you when it comes to my motherfucker. You done lost your motherfucking mind.
I can't preach to my kids. Watch this. And I use my kids for a reason, but whatever. I can't preach to, and this is a cigarette I'm smoking, Jay. I can't preach to my kids the importance of a good diet, exercise, you know, and all that if I'm not in the gym. You know what I mean? And the gym could be metaphorical for what it is we talking about. Anything. And this is just my belief. And I was just gonna say,
do you know good health? Do you know good health and all of that?
Do I know good health?
Right.
I know what it takes to have good health. Do I practice good health is the question.
You may not practice it, but you know it.
Right.
You do know that the food that they're eating isn't good, right?
I'm not gonna say that.
The
Good
food
for
that
you?
who's eating?
My kids. I'm not gonna say that because now you got me thinking about how I how I want to become a vegan and all this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Preaching to the choir. Preaching to the choir.
But let me just say this one more thing because this was on my mind. Like I think it's personal preference. It's up to the listener of the message that's being delivered, whether or not they want to accept it. You see how I stand strong in the fact that, you know, I would rather the experience teach me versus knowledge. I want experience to teach me because you've been there. That's why I respect them reformed crackheads that go and get and it's a long running joke, but whatever. I respect them crackheads that go and get the drug counselor license and now they counseling drug addicts because they've been there, bro. They know what it was like.
They're the best.
They know what it was like to have a Johnson in their mouth for some rock. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest.
I shouldn't laugh at that.
That's not a pause, it's the truth.
Yeah,
They
it's
know
real.
what it was like in them alone cold alleys or sleeping in the vestibule of a bank. You understand, in the cold weather, right? Because that's the kind of that's experience. That's not knowledge. Knowledge is me listening to somebody tell their story and then passing it on. That's knowledge. I want experience. But again, personal preference.
I just think it's good. Experience is going to connect. When you watch somebody move a certain way, that's going to connect with you a lot better, a lot, you know, how should I say, a lot tighter than if somebody's just telling you.
I agree. I just think you need those merit badges. You need those, if I'm allowed to use a metaphor, you need those Purple Hearts. Purple Hearts speak louder than, you know, the dude that ain't never been in the field actually busting them guns.
And to what Ike was saying, sometimes, you know, I mean, even in my house, I like, yo, this needs to, you know, we need to clean this area up. We need to clean that area up. And I've come to the point in, you know, that I said, okay, instead of me saying something, I just got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just got to, instead of me saying, yo, we need to do this, I just go do it.
Yeah.
Clean that shit.
My kids respect action. They don't respect words. And I know we talking in general. I use my kids for, you know, because this is who I'm constantly preaching my message to. My kids respect action. They don't respect words. It's a different generation now. You know what I mean? But listen, now watch this. That goes back to that conversation we was having, Jay, before we went live, right? To me, the example has to be set. There has to be an example set. You can't set an example if you don't have no experience. You know what I mean?
The conversation that we had earlier was about celebrities having to come back to their neighborhoods and make their neighborhoods better. It's their
right.
He said it's their responsibility to come back and make their neighborhoods better. I took the other approach, and I'm like, it's not their responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, well, Jewish people do it. They're taught to do it, and other people are
said they were taught to do it.
No, I never did. I said we were taught. No, I didn't say anything about taught. You said the word taught. You brought that into the conversation.
But my point was that to set an example, right? Like if you have if you have 20 Jay-Z's, these young rappers look to Jay-Z for this mentorship, but it's sad that they only look for it when they get locked up.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? My thing is, and I said to Jay, what if there was would the world be a better place with 20 Jay-Z's instead of just one?
But that conversation dealt with the onus of responsibility of the neighborhood. I mean, I get where you're going with this, but in my mind, it's not Jay-Z's responsibility to take care of his neighborhood. It's not his
personal preference.
Right. The same way. Now watch this now. Then the conversation went over to wealth in our neighborhoods. And I said, why are you putting the onus on Jay-Z to come back and do it when we can come together and do what we have to do? So in other words, I explained to him what a hedge fund was. I've never been a part of a hedge fund. I can't tell you from experience, but the knowledge that I have of hedge funds is that it's a bunch of smaller entities coming together, making a big entity to make something happen. And then it grows from that point. Now, I don't have the experience of a hedge fund, but I do have the knowledge of hedge fund. So that's not valid.
I'm scared to answer because you like to bark on me when I bend the rules of the conversation. So to me,
so then just answer the question.
To me, I will. To me, that applies in this scenario. When it's about some money, I'm always listen. Whether or not I act, that's different. But I'm always listen. It's about some money. You know how many pyramid $500, you know what I mean? like yo, let me turn 500 into 3,500 on Instagram. You know how many of these I've actually you know what? Maybe this one is the one. You know what I mean? But
my personal
listen.
I think I think that's one of the problems with the Black community is that folks make it and then don't reach back. I think it was a Jewish man somewhere that said that one of the problems with the Black community is that those that make it never reach back and help the ones and help them come along. Listen, how many houses can you live in? How many cars can you drive at one time? At the end of the day, we all got to leave this place, okay? And you can't take none of it with you. And I understand enjoying your life or doing whatever the hell you got to do, but especially with the history that we have as Black people, I think more celebrities and whoever, people with the know should be reaching back to help Black folks. Listen, Magic Johnson opened up that theater on 125th Street, right?
Come on.
He opened up the theater on 125th Street. Okay, so you open up the theater, you telling everybody else, oh, buy up these houses and stuff like that and do this, do that, or what have you, before these white folks come in. Well, the white folks come in, and basically all we got down there is the damn Magic Johnson movie theater, right? So you're paying cats. I think at the time when you opened up the theater, what was minimum wage? What, $7 an hour, whatever the case may be, and stuff like that. Whereas you could have went and bought the block. You dig what I'm saying?
Come on.
Could got all that. Could have got a construction company in there, revamped all them houses and stuff like that, and then set up a program to sell it to young Black entrepreneurs or Black college graduates or anybody who can afford it, like decent mortgage, whatever the case may be, and had Blacks owning almost entire blocks in there. And like if you're gonna do a power move, like do a power move. You think what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, he's got the Dodgers, he's a shrewd business, he's a smart businessman and what have you, but he hasn't done. I mean, and I'm sure he's done some work as a philanthropist, somewhere and on some aspect or whatever case may be. But like if you're gonna do a power move, man, do a power move, stuff like that.
Let me say this real quick, Juan. I know you want to say something. Let me say something real quick.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to be the asshole that I am. I'm getting ready to live up to full assholeian when I say what I'm about to say.
Let's go.
Just do it.
We're getting ready to go there, people. Everybody, brace yourselves.
Let's do it.
Brace
Oh,
your
let's strap in.
You should have now. Listen, at that point, you should have that that bomb shelter sound.
Okay, well, listen.
On the soundboard. But go ahead. Go ahead.
And I know we say we don't want to use the N-word, but I'm using this in full content in the meaning that it was given. You fucking niggas keep looking for a handout.
No, I'm looking for an example.
Let me finish. Okay. You fucking niggers keep thinking that it must.
He threw the ER on that, Blue.
You must be given. Let me finish.
Go ahead, because I'm
that you must be given your opportunity. You think that my success means you will come up eventually. That is not any man's responsibility, but it would be nice if they did it.
It's a pipe dream. Okay.
That's what I just said.
So what I'm trying to say to you is this: when I hear, me and Buzz had this long talk before the show, and then you just added on black words, you come back to Jewish people and blah blah blah. Listen, bro, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and bring who you can bring. But it's not my responsibility to make sure that I make $1 billion. Now I must give my $1 billion.
No, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. And I'm not saying.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Let me finish my statement. So
finish.
So I make my.
Jay, hold on, Jay. We're gonna let you finish. Please let us know when you are finished.
Yeah, because everybody got something for this one.
Oh, I'm going in.
I'm finished.
So let him finish.
I'm finished.
Please let us know.
I'm finished.
No, you're not. Come on, because I stopped you mid-sentence. You're not finished.
I'm finished.
He said he's finished.
You finished? All right.
Well,
so check this out.
Who's going to take it first?
I was going to take it.
I'm going
to Yeah, I'm gonna play white devil's advocate for a second with this. Now,
what on Black King's Table Talk?
Really? Yo, first of all, wrong because you explain white devil's advocate.
Let's see what it's about.
Yeah, what is white devil's advocate?
So, okay, right now there have been many examples of guys. Now, in theory, yes, we would like to see some of our many successful people come back to the neighborhoods and help build back the block up. But what do you say to folks like people like Nipsey Hussle or Young Dolph who have went out and done that, did right for their communities, been trying to do right to buy back the block and do things for their community, and they get shot. You know, there's people that have done that. They've gone to call themselves coming back to the hood. I mean, it's sad that people like you hear that conversation from what's that young rapper name, Little Boosie, when he said when he got out of jail, he called himself trying to go back to his hood to try to put things back, and he got ran out of his hood. And he had to leave. He couldn't stay there because he called himself trying to come back to his hood to try to do right, and they ran him out. And so I think the bigger problem with that is because I think the reason why it's so difficult to follow that kind of rules because of the trauma of our Black community, as far as mental trauma, to where we see somebody successful, we got to tear him down. Or it gets to the point where people that are like struggling for real, surviving, they're in survival mode 24/7, and going out there is like a jungle out there, and they feel like they have to take from you so much just so that they can survive, so that they have a leg to stand on. It's the mental trauma, that mental cycle that our Black community has to be broken of before we can get to that level. We got to address that first, because if we don't address that. We don't address that trauma, that PTSD of living Black in those communities, dealing with what we was dealing with since the 60s, since forever. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be another Nipsey Hussle. It's gonna be other people like that that's trying to do the right thing, but they get shot.
Hold on, Blue. I know you chomping at the bit. Hold on.
Go.
So I'm gonna pose a question to all y'all, and this was the same question that I posed to Jay. How many, and let's not talk about the celebrities, because that would just make the number astronomical. How many rap millionaires are from Harlem? Several?
I'm sure there's a lot. Sure is a lie.
Okay, now these same niggas, to quote JP Justice, these same niggas continue to preach, right? Guns, weed, drink, strip club, I got it. But what if these same niggas got together and built up their community? Why does the message never change? Listen, I love Cameron to death. I am a fucking Cam fanatic. Cam fanatic. You buying weed farms in California, bro. They don't know what to do with the West Side Railroad yards. They want to fucking build a fucking stadium over there. Go pool your money with somebody and put that money in New York, in your community. And you know, this conversation started from something.
So he has to do that.
Wait, Jay, hold on.
I just asked that question.
This conversation started from something so innocent. We not even telling y'all how the conversation started. The conversation started on something so small as a skating rink. A skating rink. We was talking about skate key. You know what I mean? Like why are these dudes not putting, but they will sell us their merchandise. They will sell us their brand. But where's the community center? Where's the Sean Puffy Combs School for gifted musical individuals?
Can I cut in now? Listen, I get that. Remember, Public Enemy once had a hit. It was called "Shut 'Em Down." And
yes, sir.
Shut 'Em Down. He was talking about I like Nike, but wait a minute, that neighborhood supports to put some money in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and I'm not saying that folks are not supposed to pull themselves. I'm not saying that folks aren't supposed to work and try hard. But if I'm out here working and trying hard as I can, okay, and I'm almost doing it myself, and I just maybe need a little bit of help and a little break. And if there was a program to where it's cats like me, let's say I didn't have any real estate, right? And let's just say cats like me were trying to break into the real estate game. Okay, and you had certain cats that was out there. Listen, I ain't say Magic, I say whoever. Okay, and they saw what was getting ready to go down in the properties and stuff like that. It's about owning your community. It's about keeping the circulation of money within the Black community, so that money doesn't go out into other communities. Our money is always going into Asian community and the Jewish community. That's why they call us liquid cash. What I'm saying is, if someone was just smarter enough, like how many cars and all this nonsense you're gonna have? To me, you don't have to feel that way, but to me, I feel like if I had it like that and my family was set, my next thing was to do for my people. That's what I'm going to do. Okay.
Me
and if
too.
that means that I'm going to put together a program so that cats that are out there working and busting their ass like me can get ahead and get that brownstone that's going to be worth $2 million in a couple of years when the white folks come in there and they improve the schools. Because what you do is you take that Black family, you put them in that house, they automatically become well off because number one, their kids are going to better schools. They can refinance the house to send the kids off to college or different things like that. And then when they get ready to sell it, they're millionaires. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, what's wrong with that? You know what I mean? Other communities, the Chinese people, they keep their money within their community. They ain't even really trying to do business. They're trying to sell shit to us, but they ain't trying to do business with us. And that's all I'm saying.
And now they in Africa.
First of all, fuck Magic Johnson, because he's the classic definition of a culture vulture. Swear to God. Now think about it. And I'm going to go with what you just said, Words. The Magic Johnson Theater is a fucking franchise akin to a McDonald's. And they're only in hoods. Then you can't find a Magic Johnson Theater in no Beverly Hills. You can't find a man. He puts them in the hoods.
Okay, hold on. Ike, I got to combat you at this one. Come
on.
The reason he puts them in the hood is because he wanted to put nice things in the hood. His whole thing.
But you ain't let me finish.
Let me finish. Hold up. Let me finish. His whole thing when he was going to the backers to get the money to, you know, the capital to get the money for the movie theaters. And then when he was going to Starbucks to partner with them, his whole thing was, y'all are not there. Why aren't y'all there? All right, partner with me, and I'm going to show you that you can have a Starbucks in Harlem or Watts. You can have a nice luxury movie theater on 125th Street, and we can all make money, and the people will enjoy it. They're not going to trash it. They're people. They're not these things that you make them out to be, where you can't take a business and put it into that neighborhood. So when you say, oh, he's only putting in those neighborhoods, he doesn't put it in Beverly Hills. Well, no, he didn't want to put it in Beverly Hills. They got nice shit.
Blue, watch this. On the same lot that the Magic Johnson Theater stands on that same lot next to on 125th and Lenox, that Starbucks that he owns that you talk about, right? Mm-hmm. Where's the Magic Johnson School for Basketball? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Wait, Blue. I'm sorry. I come from teach a man to fish. Fuck giving fishes.
Okay, huh? Listen, there's levels to this. I'm not saying, and understand this, I'm sure if we look it up, he probably has some type of facility somewhere that's teaching somebody something. I don't know about it. I don't follow him that closely. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm a basketball dude and I do follow, I don't follow him that closely where I know every venture he's into. But the thing is, we needed somebody to do something. He was somebody who did something. That's, you know, so you got to give him that right there.
But Blue, the thing that he did only lined his pockets. There's
I disagree with you. Hold up, bro. Hold up for a second. I disagree with you on that, because they didn't just line his pockets. You forget that he brought businesses into the neighborhood that were employing black people in those neighborhoods. Okay, so not only were black people enjoying those businesses, but they were also making money at those businesses, all the way up to management positions. So you can't say he just lined his pockets. He provided jobs.
Check this out.
Hold on. Let's stay right here for a second. Jay, watch where I'm about to go now. Because this is the same guy, Blue. I love you to death. I miss you. Happy New Year. I don't even know
Happy New Year, my brother. I miss you too, God. We got some geek shit to talk about, but let's do this right here.
Let's do it. JP Justice, is this not the same guy that fucking destroys Kanye West every chance he gets? Who's that? Kanye West is actually doing.
Who's that?
So first of all, allow me to go in on this again. First of all,
man, Blue, I love you. Before we start, I love you.
Yeah, and don't get it twisted. Kanye West does employ black people. I'm going to acknowledge that he does employ black people, but that doesn't mean that I have to co-sign or support the fuckery that he persists.
I agree.
I can't watch you tap dance and then I'm say, yeah, I'm still with you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it was so funny because I was watching a radio show, Ebro in the Morning, and even Ebro in the Morning, y'all know him better than me. I just started watching it on YouTube, and I love his shows, man. You know what I'm saying? So I watch him. I watch Breakfast Club, but even they was talking about, he was having a conversation with Michael Rappaport, and talking about some of the fuckery that Michael Rappaport needs to calm down with or whatever. And he went on to mention Kanye West. And it's like, there's a reason I don't fuck with Kanye West anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like, thank you. I'm not the only dude. I can't do my level. You know what I'm saying? I cannot fuck with you. Okay.
Yo, who said Michael Rappaport's hood pass? That's all I want to know. Why does Michael Rappaport have an opinion on the black community?
Because y'all let him.
Not me.
Okay, because y'all let him.
I enjoy it.
This is a dude that, and don't get me wrong, I like Michael. Here's what happens when you come with a little bit of swagger, has a white cat. When you happen to say connect on some level.
Does he have a black wife? I feel like he has a black wife.
Yes, that's what I was getting ready to say. When you happen to connect on some level with the black community, i.e., having a black wife, Gary Owens, Michael Rappaport, Bill Burr. When you connect on that, when you connect on some certain levels, you know what I'm saying, and you're boisterous, we'll let you speak. We'll let you speak, especially if most of the time, if 90% of the time, say you're speaking with us. You're speaking in terms of supporting us. But then every now and then you'll slip some bullshit in there, you know what I'm saying, in criticism of us. You know what I'm saying? And like Michael Rappaport has done that many a times. He even came out on being a rap fanato that he is, like, that 444. I wish I wish Jay-Z would have just gave us the bangers, man. We just want them bangers. This was not the bangers. It wasn't for you, Mike. It wasn't for you. It was for us.
Right. Wireless interference detected.
You can't comment on this. Go ask your wife. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Back to what I was saying about Kanye. Listen, to those who still want to support him, go do that. I'm not knocking that. I can't. That's me. I can't. Now, as far as what we need to be doing in the community, and celebrities or people of great influence and wealth and power that are, black, helping their own communities, are they obligated to? Are they should they? Are they obligated? Yes. Yes. The answer to that is yes. Now, don't get me wrong. You're obligated, but you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But yes, this is a part of life. This is what life is. You are supposed to help your tribe. You're supposed to help your community.
Get black words in.
Help your people. And let me just finish it out. And you know what I'm saying? It's one, and I gotta answer to this, because Jay is the same guy who's like, I want mine. Before everybody else gets theirs, I want mine. That's a quote coming from my brother. But at the same time, I'm listening to you today, and it's like, black people don't have to do shit for black people. No, we can't have it.
No, that's not what he said. He said they're not obligated to.
They're not obligated.
That up for him.
We can't have. He
said they're not obligated. There's a big difference there.
Outside communities, we can't say to an outside community, especially the oppressor. Our oppressor, I want mine. It's time to have mine. But at the same time, say, oh, we're not obligated to do for ourselves, to do for our people. What? I mean, in what world, what sense does that even make? You're telling them, I want mine from them. I want my rights. I want my this. I want my that. But we're telling our people, yeah, you're not obligated. No, you are obligated. It starts with them.
Nah, it's not an obligation, Blue.
If we don't do from within, then we can't expect anybody to do.
Let me tell you what I've been sitting here listening. Let me tell you what I've been sitting here listening. I've been listening to you guys. You know what your guys' conversations sound like to me? Like a bunch of wires dropped in a box, just crisscrossing each other and canceling your own selves out when you speak. Like the reason why I started writing down stuff when y'all talk is so that this way I can go, no, you did say. Now, let me, just to what you just said right there, Blue, watch this. Let me give you an example. Somebody takes something from me, right? It is to me to take this back. Now, tell me when I'm lying, fellas. Am I lying? You took something from me. I'm going to take this back. But now you've earned this. Give me this. And you give me some too. Where does that make sense at?
See, let me hold on.
I don't wait. He's coming at me. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go. Go.
I don't think black people should look to celebrities like they are a welfare.
That's right, That's
Yeah.
right.
I don't think black people should look to celebrities like they are a welfare line. What I'm saying is the celebrities should provide the welfare line. And that's just an analogy.
And
go ahead.
the piggyback off what Buzz is saying, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily tag on to the celebrities either, because you know what? They don't run the school boards. They don't run the.
Let's say wealthy.
Yeah,
that's why I was saying. I said whether you call them celebrities, those who are in high places, wealthy people, whatever.
Give it back to Juan.
So these folks, wealth, whatever you want to call it, because guess what? When parents don't want CRT in their schools, quote unquote CRT in their schools, who they go to? They don't go to no. They don't go to.
What's the CRT?
Critical race theory.
Critical race theory. You know, they don't go to their popular wealthy man that might have grew up in their neighborhood. No, they go to their school boards. They go to their congressmen. They go to their representatives that's in their neighborhood that's supposed to represent them. You need to start holding these people that are in charge that's supposed to be doing this stuff, taking care of your neighborhoods, doing what they're supposed to be doing, that you voted in for to be doing, to take it. You need to be holding the foot to their neck. F these damn wealthy people. Yeah, they can grease the wheel a little bit, but they ain't in charge.
Watch this,
who's in charge? They ain't in charge.
Juan, watch this. HBCUs. Who was their biggest donator?
Bill Cosby.
No.
Bill Cosby, you sure about that?
No.
You sure about that?
In the celebrity world, I believe I'm right, but go ahead.
Who is it?
Log on, whatchamacallit?
It was
45.
Jeff Bezos. It was Jeff Bezos's wife. As soon as that bitch got that money, that white bitch, and donated most of that fucking bread to HBCUs. How the fuck is it that a white woman, look, you niggas thought it was Bill Cosby. Surprise! Go look that up, by the way. It was a white woman, Jeff Bezos's wife.
Yeah, I got you. That ain't happening all that often.
Watch this. What?
She's a good.
Hold on. Watch this. What does that mean? What?
Yeah, I'm not sure where you're going with that.
Where are you going with that?
I'm gonna go somewhere with it.
Keep going.
Why does she get to do it, but the black celebrity can't?
They don't have to. She did not have to.
See, but I also said, I said within my statement, yeah, you don't have to, but should you? Are you obligated? Are you supposed to? Yes, you're supposed to. Of our community. We're supposed to take care of our people.
Go ahead. Let me get black words.
Somewhat of an analogy. Michael Jackson, as crazy as we might have thought he was,
genius.
Gave more money to black colleges than Bill Cosby, by the way. But we're gonna
have to look that up. I'm not sure.
Look it up
because Bill Cosby gives hundreds of millions.
Go ahead and look it up now, because Bill Cosby ain't got Michael Jackson money. But anyway, when he made that video, remember the time, in other projects before, he made sure that everybody who was important on that damn set was black. You know what I'm saying? And he did that for a fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? Giving opportunities and money to his own. You dig what I'm saying? When Eddie Murphy made, Boomerang. All the important parts were black folks. There were white folks in the movie, but they didn't have any starring roles or anything like that. And white folks were pissed because they were wondering, well, where's all the white folks in that movie? But when they make their movies all the time, they can make a movie about Egyptians and shit and portray them as white, right? And ain't nobody supposed to have a problem with that. So when blacks look and make sure that their blacks are getting money and getting positions and stuff like that, which is what we're supposed to do, folks seem to have a problem with that. Now, if there was something wrong with that, Mike wouldn't have did that. Eddie wouldn't have did that. Sidney
Michael Jackson's charity. To go off of what you're saying now.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Michael Jackson's things that he's his charities that he plays, things he supported: Mount Sinai New York Medical Center, the Motown Museum and Historical Foundation, the Juvenile Diabetes, the United Negro College Fund. What else he got here? The Chicago Public Library, the Boys and Girls Club of America. He's donated a lot to a lot of black organizations and stuff. Yeah, so that's his track record. The Nelson Mandela Children's Fund.
Yes.
Yep.
Bill Cosby is the reason that you have black stuntmen. When they weren't any black stuntmen when he was doing I Spy, and he's the reason now black stuntmen, starting from him, are now a part of Hollywood because he demanded that the person that's doubling for him is black. He wouldn't stand for it. So yes, like Michael Jackson, Eddie Murphy, Bill Cosby, Jay-Z, but those are just the famous people that we know. The people behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? The bankers, the black CEOs, whoever you might be, you know what I'm saying? Your clergymen, whoever you might be, you know what I'm saying? You could be that guy that just, is doing well and lives in a nice Florential black neighborhood. Whoever you might be, it's your job. It's a part of your opportunity within life to help one another to bring
and I'm not saying that you shouldn't enjoy life. I'm not saying
not at all.
Have what your desires and stuff like that. But at some point, like, some people are so rich. It's like, what are you gonna do with all that?
Calvin Brown is the first black recognized black stuntman.
Calvin Brown.
Guys, I think what you guys are talking of, it sounds great and it sounds very idealistic. It sounds very idealistic. I think that it does sound like a very great big badge of honor for us to be as a people. I'm not denying that maybe we should implement these things in our communities and in our walks of life. But the reality is that it doesn't have to. Now it may be bred into you that that's what we should do.
It's what we're
but
supposed
that's not
to do.
but or that's what you're supposed to do. First of all, obligated is a very strong word, brother. You're obligated to your wife. You're obligated to your
But believe it or not, see, and this is what's wrong. Believe it or not, we're saying this now within our community, right? I mean, because we're all black men. But there was a time, because I know where you're getting ready to go with this, JP. You're saying you're obligated to your wife, you're obligated to your family. Guess what? There was a time, even in the black community, where you was obligated to your community as well. There was a time where you couldn't say what you ought to say. You're not obligated to your community. You couldn't say that. There used to be a time where you couldn't even say that. So now what's happened is, because of so much trauma, because of so much stress, because of so much, just backstabbing and having bad situations and going, bad experiences dealing with black and, and all that comes with that. We're basically the only community that does like this to each other. You know what I'm saying? I deal with you, but at a length. Every other community, you know what I'm saying? Asian community. This happened to me in New York. Hold up. This happened to me in New York, and it freaked me the fuck out. I'm at a light in my car. This is like 90-something. And I see the dude broken down on the side of the road in Manhattan. And he's, saying, so I'm just at the light chilling. I see he's an Asian dude. The tow truck comes to get him. Who jumps out of the tow truck but another Asian dude? I said, dude, that's probably not going to happen in New York. That's probably going to happen for black people. That might happen in the South. I could see that happening in the South. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not that connected with each other where we seek each other out like that. We you know what I'm saying? Unless we're in a particular field. you know what I'm saying, like entertainment or something like that. But for the most, I've been in the green room with brothers talking about, yeah, I don't buy from black people anymore. They don't want to overcharge you. What?
No, wait. No, hold on. I do strongly believe in supporting black business. And like I told you before, if I could pay $300 for a polo suit, I will pay the $150 for the HBCU college sweatsuit. But now, just the other day, they had this jerk fry, right? So it's a fry for like fried chicken, you know, like Zatarain's has the fry for fish and different things like that. So there's this dude, this black company, whatever, this jerk fry. So I was like, oh, that might taste good. I thought jerk was a paste, but
$30 a plate.
Huh? No, well, I thought jerk fry was a paste and everything and stuff like that. But when I go on to purchase it, because I see it's a black company, I go to purchase it. They want $22 for a bag of jerk fry, like the size of the Zatarain's, like fish fry and stuff like that. I was like, look, I believe wholeheartedly in support black business, but y'all done lost your damn minds with this $22 for this damn third season. Y'all
hold up. It's just seasoning.
Listen, like let's keep it with the black business though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I share your concern, and then I've heard from the other side of it, some of the black businesses. Some of them would say, well, you know, yeah, depending on what type of field they're in, like like somebody that's a beautician, right?
Right.
So these women, they go to school and they go to school, actual school, and they go to do hair, and they get specialized in doing sister locks, something like that, and they may charge a fee for this. And then there's people that complain, oh man, why are you charging that much to get sister locks and blah blah blah? And the black girl was like, well, look, I went to school for this. I got specialized in doing this. Right. Y'all go pay the Asian lady whatever, how many dollars cheaper, and get some cheap shit off of her and fuck y'all head up. But you can't pay me. Well, I'm a specialist about it, and I'm black.
I agree with you.
That's the other side.
Let me ask you this question, fellas. Let me ask you this question.
What's up?
So, for the last 2 weeks, I have been sitting here learning how to put stuff on the internet and put myself in the runnings to making residual money. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was going to tell my process, but you know, I'm learning now, and I did some tests to put things out on platforms that can make me money. I now have that knowledge. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Am I obligated to teach that knowledge to other people?
If you want to.
Listen, I know there's a saying that says the game is to be sold, not told, right? But I don't think we as black people are in a position to do that right now. I think.
So you saying black? I should just tell other black people how to do this.
I'm saying you get on first, and then reach out,
and then give this knowledge away.
And give it, you know. But if you want to give a listen,
it's like,
hey yo, Jay, hold on.
Check this out.
Go ahead.
You could do it in a certain way. Like let's say you wanted to give a class, right? And you advertise this class to all the black folks who are interested in doing exactly what you're doing, right? Mm-hmm. And then you charged the fee, but the fee was like $10, but you got 200 people to come to the class.
My dude, y'all talk crisscross wires. It don't make a difference about how much I charged.
I would do it for free. If you ask me, I would do it for free. I'm just trying to you know what I'm saying? I think it should happen. I would do it for free. Especially once I was on, I would give it out for free. That's just me though. I'm what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? I've always been kind of generous. I'm a generous person. I'll do it.
Me too. I mean? Hey yo.
Yeah, it's like yeah, you know, if you got the connection with something. Matter of fact, I put it like this. Y'all remember that show, The Wire? And remember my man's, he was the guy who got out of jail, and he wanted to open a boxing gym, and he was just going all around town trying to, they was telling him he need permits and he need to do this and he need to do that. And then he just talked to his preacher friend, and he got him in touch with, their congressman or whatever. And he said, oh yeah, just go talk to him. And the guy got on the phone. He was like, oh yeah, go to this, such and such, and he hung up the phone. There's ways you can go about helping other people, whatever. It's depending on what they really want it.
What happened to his boxing gym?
Oh, he kept it up and everything. The guy from The Wire in that show, The Wire. He kept up the boxing gym and everything.
How did the boxing gym end?
What do you mean? How did
you talk about Cuddy?
Cuddy?
You talk about Cuddy?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Didn't they take the boxing gym from him? Didn't he had to close it down? By the end of the show, he had to close the boxing gym down.
No, he didn't. No, he had it up. He got shot, but he was still boxing. Like in the 5th season, they still boxing.
So here we go, fellas. Here we go. So I today's conversation was pretty interesting. You know.
Wait, hold on, Jay. Before you close it out, hold on. I just got one thing, please. And before I say it, real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off, interrupt you, whatever the case may be. Right? You're right. I am a flip-flopper, but it's only because I flip-flop in scenarios where things don't make sense to me. Okay, boom. The word obligation, right? You yourself, I have seen you come on this show and be a very knowledgeable Black historian. Is that accurate? Okay. Was Black Wall Street obligated to one another? Would it have been as successful if they weren't obligated to one another?
No. They were obligated to one another.
So how are you so opposed to obligation?
Because
to the community.
They weren't obligated to the community. They were obligated to their businesses and their promises to bring their businesses together.
That is the community.
Hold on, let him finish. Let him finish.
That's community.
Which is what I said to you about a hedge fund. They weren't obligated. Their obligation or their friendships, camaraderie built. Yes, of course it built. But their driving force that made it is that they made an obligation to the financial betterment of themselves. So that was their obligation. And during this obligation, yes, I become friends with the baker. Yes, I become friends with the, what's the name? But I don't have to be friends with the baker. All I have to do is make my financial responsibility my word. If I choose to just whatever it was to enrich this corporation and not go have break bread with him, that's my business. But yes, the camaraderie is happening. Yes, that's what made it a community. That's what made the community flourish. So once again, I'm not saying that there is no upside to it, but what I'm saying is, when you say the word, they have to, and they're obligated. And now watch this. Now let me go way back to what Blue said, because Blue said something, and I was hoping that y'all pigeon me in a hole so that I would have to argue this. Blue, you was right. Back when our civilization started, and we was those tribal men back in Africa, it took a man to raise a village, and your responsibility to your village to raise your village. You were the hunter. So your obligation was to hunt for the village. You didn't bring a sandwich home for your kid. You brought a lion home so everybody else can eat. You didn't. So the obligations to your village, yes, we were taught. We were like that in the beginning. I just said something about a peach, and back in the days, Black people didn't say, "Hey, I don't own that peach. That peach is on the land. We own it. Just we have to plow it and get it ready for the next harvest." So yes.
And I just
let me finish. Let me finish, because you've been cutting me off all day.
No, I haven't, man.
Yeah, you have. You've been cutting people off all day.
I'm not even going to go into this little thing with you. Go ahead.
So watch this. So yes, you were right. And yes, through time, they have pitted us against each other to where, I forgot one of y'all, I think it was you, Blue, said that we treat ourselves like this. So yes, that has been brought and bred to us. So yes, I can understand where we feel like, hey, we got to get back to communal, because it's the communal that helps raise us as a people. So I can understand that. Yes, I agree. Yes, I'm still agreeing. Yes, I'm still agreeing. But where I stop agreeing is where you say it is your responsibility to make sure I'm good.
See, you switching the words. You switching the words.
Let me stay with the word. It is
We
my
started with obligation. Now you
it's
switching
my
into responsibility.
obligation. Like where I have a problem at now is you saying it is my obligation to make sure that you are good.
Yeah.
That is not my
obligation. Excuse me.
That is not my obligation. I was not brought into this world to make sure we all move over this mountain. Right. I was definitely brought into the world to be considerate of all of us to make it across the mountain. Mm-hmm. But I'm not putting the responsibility of bringing everybody with me. And we had that same talk when Kim was here, because Kim was saying, I know who my friends are now. I'm not obligated to nobody. I'm obligated to whoever's going to move in the direction that I need to move in. I remember that us all having that conversation.
But that's a single soul solitary opinion. On a single soul solitary subject.
Hold on. Wait. Ike, let me just get it. And in that, what he was saying about Kim, in that, what Kim was saying, it goes back to, it just goes back to what I was saying about how Black people, through everything we've been through, we get hurt, we get,
trauma.
Beaten down with the trauma, and now we don't want to deal with us. Kim was a perfect example of somebody. He's been hurt. He's been saying backstabbed, and shit has happened to where right. Like I've been there, but that doesn't.
Hey, Kim,
yeah,
Kim, real quick, are Black people obligated to make sure Black people get up?
No.
That's his opinion.
But wait.
That's his opinion.
That's his opinion.
As you guys
we already knew what his opinion was going to be because you already said it.
I wish I would have wrote it down. There go those cross wires again. So watch this. Yes, I knew what he was going to say, but you just your tongue is probably still warm from saying
what?
That oh my God. You just said.
Come on, you shouted it down, man. Get it together.
No, you just. I can't remember what you just said. You just said.
You wrote it down. Where's it at?
No, I said I should have wrote it down. Please don't make fun of it, because when I write it down, you get upset. What does that mean? What you writing it down? So don't
do that. Let's not attack.
Don't do that
anymore. You can believe that is true. We having a conversation. I'm having a conversation with my brothers. I am not getting upset over nothing.
Hold on, Blue. Let him explain this.
Let me just expand on my thought. I'll make it brief because y'all know I can get it, but I got a cold. So check it out. No, we're not responsible to help Black people, because when you say that, you're speaking on a monolith, and that's not possible. It's not even possible to do that, because that's like saying like you're gonna go into the hood and you're gonna try. People go in the hood all the time and get killed trying to help people in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Or people go places where you can't help these people because they're in a state of savagery in some cases. That's not just Black people, that's white people, it's people that's living in despotism and difficulty. You can't always do that. That's why you just got finished mourning this brother, Young Dolph, who was in the community, doing good stuff in the community, and when his own peoples that was affiliated with him killed him while he was at the same place that he was buying cookies out of, trying to support that business, staying in the hoods, passing out money, doing everything he could, because there's some people that are just wicked to the core, and it's not a color thing, right? Should we help our people? Yes, without question. Should we have a spirit of discernment? That's the thing that's important. Without a spirit of discernment, where you can just make a good point of, that brother's trying real hard. I see him putting together a plan. He's consistent. Let me help that brother make a move. Not just, I'm just going to help them go to the hood. I'm going to just help these kids. You'll end up robbed and dead. So without a spirit of discernment, without a plan of action, and without some sort of disciplined pathway in your help, you can do more harm not only to yourself, but to the community than good.
Thank you. Yo, you sick, bro. I'll hit you up later.
All right, bro. Talk to you soon, man.
Thank you.
I wanted.
May I jump on that, or let me know?
Okay.
I just want to say real quick, Blue, because I'm a. So
yeah, go ahead, because I cut you off before.
Not so good. The blueprint of Black Wall Street, right, Jay? I just heard you minimize, and I just want to stay on that real quick.
Please,
I just heard you minimize the blueprint of Black Wall Street, and you broke it down to camaraderie. That's not true. Now, I wasn't there. I didn't live during those times, but it is not far-fetched that the baker fed the tailor. The tailor clothed all of the businesses, the department stores. It was a network of people working with one another to bring one another up. And
they did it because they didn't have no choice.
And I'm sure there was a point where I'm sure Black Wall Street wasn't just bam 50 businesses, right? It had to be one became two became four became 8. And then when 8 became 16, white people said, "What are you niggas doing?" Come on, like I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like, don't minimize it and say that them people wasn't obligated to one another. They absolutely were obligated to one another.
What brought the obligation? What brought the obligation?
If I'm a tailor or a shoe cobbler or whatever the hell, and I needed to eat, the money that's being spent in my store for me, tailoring a suit, or for me hammering out a pair of shoes, I'm going to spend at the restaurant right next door to me. All the money stayed in the community, bro. What are you talking about? That's an obligation.
But that was an effect of segregation, of the times and stuff like that. So
now words, listen. But
back then we was segregated.
hold on, words. Does pressure not create diamonds?
Yeah. Yep. But we were better. We were, because a lot of people say we were better off doing.
I just don't want.
Dr. Claude Anderson. That's exactly what he said.
We were better off doing segregation because
what I'm doing is I'm allowing my brother the opportunity to back down off of this minimization of Black Wall Street.
Gotcha. Well, just real quick, like the 10 years after the Civil War, which we call the Reconstruction period and shit like that, is where Black folks did the very best. We did the best because we had all the damn trades and shit like that. You know what I mean? We knew how to do it. We were the blacksmiths, with the brick masons. We did all this stuff because we were the laborers and stuff like that. Historically, we always been laborers, actually. So now, as time moved on and stuff like that, we couldn't get into certain places and stuff like that. So we did our own. We had our own movie theaters, bus companies, cab companies, and everything like that. You know what I mean? And we were better off then than we are today and stuff like that, because today we lost. But let me tell you something. Everything that we going through and everything we talking about and stuff like that is a side effect of what we going through in this country here and stuff, and which is the reason why I feel like we should always try to reach back. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel that's what we have to do. That's that. And I gotta go, y'all, because it's 7:16. I gotta get up out of here, man. I love y'all, but I got to go. I'll see y'all. Y'all be good, y'all.
Go ahead, Blue.
Oh no, I mean, I think the point has gotten across. I'm just going to rebut again what Kim was saying. Don't get me wrong. Yes, shit has happened. Okay, like he brought up Young Duff. Saying and what's his name, Nipsey Hussle. Yes, shit has happened. Shit has gone wrong, but we can't, as a people, especially in our situation, look at those who are, something, bad situations and say, I'm not fucking with us. I'm never fucking with us. No, that's not the way to go. And I'm not saying, no one said, oh, run down, get all your money, and then run down into the middle of the hood and start giving it out. No one said that. Okay, no one said, you got to stand out there in the middle of the street. No, there's a way. Let me finish. Please let me finish. You can do things behind the scenes. You can do things and set up businesses, have people working for you, all type of things where you're not even there. You know what I'm saying? But your influence is there. You know what I'm saying? You put the money where it needs to be. There's plenty of businesses that are being run right now by Black people, and those same people hardly ever there. You know what I'm saying? I got people running that for me. It's doing well. You know what I'm saying? Schools and on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Businesses, so that notion that we turn it back into, you're gonna end up like Nipsey Hussle if you try to do something. Let's not look at it like that. Yes, that was unfortunate, and we have those unfortunate situations because we live in a violent country, and they made us into a people where we become crabs in a barrel, pulling each other down. We got to be stronger than that. We have to have a higher mentality than that. It's disappointing and it's disheartening, and it breaks your back when you see that shit happen. But we have to understand that, listen, we can do better. We used to do better. You know what I'm saying? And if we let those images make us who we are, then we'll never get, where we need to be, where you guys say that we should be going. You know what I'm saying? To get ours, if you will. It starts with us. That's why we're obligated. That's why it's our responsibility.
So you're saying when people do bad business, we shouldn't be scared to work with them again?
No, what I'm saying, please hear me. I'm trying to articulate it right. What I'm saying is, find the best way to do what you need to do to help your community. It doesn't mean, it doesn't mean that you have to be down there front and center. It doesn't mean you have to carry a bucket of money to the middle of the hood.
That's not what I asked. So you're saying don't be scared to work with one another, because even though we've done bad business with each other, don't be afraid.
No. Now, if you've had a business dealing with somebody,
Blue Preacher being a moron,
and they did wrong within that business dealing, yeah, don't deal with that person. But don't shut off everybody. Don't shut off everybody Black. Quincy Jones once gave I want to say one of the best speeches of a lifetime at the Soul Train Awards, and basically the speech was founded on Black artists helping Black artists. I've heard several, comedians from my generation, actors, comedians, who talk about the young generation today has it a lot better because they're supporting each other. My people, coming from my generation, we were all tearing each other down. We weren't helping each other. You know what I'm saying? So that, yes, we have to change that mentality.
Hey guys, I gotta run though. I'll catch you later, all right?
All right.
Jay, before we wrap up the show, will you please fix your comment on Black Wall Street? Please. I'm not saying that you were wrong. I think the way that you
don't cross your wires.
No, I'm not crossing my wires.
I'm not going to argue or even debate it no more, because the point of view that y'all guys are coming from, you're fixed on, and that's fine, and I'm not mad at it at all. But
do you think we come from a point of view that wants to be helped? Is that what you think? Like, we want to be helped, so we preach help?
I don't want to discuss that part no more. So fellas, I had a great time today, B. Yo,
it was a good conversation.
Yeah, it was learning. I learned a lot, and I will say
it wasn't good. It wasn't a good conversation.
A good Sunday, man. I'm out of here.
I learned a great deal today. Anything you want to say in closing?
Oh, excuse me, I'm verklempt. Excuse me. I thought it was a great conversation, and one that needed to be had. That's just me, though. That's just my opinion. Thought it was a great conversation amongst the kings, one that needed to be had. You know, I understand the pain. Don't get it twisted.
Who's pain?
Everybody's pain. The black community. Everybody's pain. It's just like you know. I understand when black people say I'm not sure if I want to take that vaccine. I get it. There's been a lot of trauma. It's been a lot of shit. More than anybody else has happened to us. You know what I mean? And a part of the plan is to make us hate us. So my thing is, why give them that?
Okay. Like I said, I learned a lot today, brothers. I appreciate listening to you guys today.
And can I just say something about you?
Yeah.
I hear you always try to be the asshole, but I know you, and I know you behind the scenes. And I've known you for how long, JP?
What's your point?
You have been very helpful.
And it's
you have been very helpful to
and
your
it's
community.
I'm glad you said that. It's not a help because I felt obligated. It's a help.
No, I didn't say you felt obligated.
Listen, it's a help because I wanted to do. It's not a help because I say, as a black person in the black community, I must do this and I must do this and bring up the next person and help the genre and help these young comedians. That's not my passion when I help. My help is because I want to help. A lot of times I just watch people fall by the wayside and I don't say a goddamn thing, and I am not obligated to say anything. I brush off so many young comics off my shoulder because you are not going to get those badges of honors, those purple heart stripes of knowledge and just given to you. It is not my job to do that. So watch this. When I see a comic do something bad, it's been many a times I just walked on and made it their business because I'm not obligated to help. But when I do help, I help openly, sincerely. I help endlessly because I want to. I am not obligated.
Yeah, but you still help.
No, yeah, I do. I'm not telling you I don't help. I'm not saying that.
And because we're live, I'm telling everybody he's helped a great many.
Right. And it's not because
It's not because I had to. He's helped me. You know what I'm saying?
It's not because I had to. I'm not. You're not understanding the point.
No, I never said you would say. I never said you had to. I never said.
No, you did. You said obligation.
No,
you said obligation.
No, Jay. I never said that you. When I said you help, you have helped many people. I never said you did it because you felt obligated. I never said that. I'm sorry. Let me just say this again. I didn't say that to say, oh, you did it because you felt obligated. I never said that. You did it because you felt obligated. That's not what I meant. That's not what my intention is. However, I do feel, saying personally, that it is our obligation.
And I'm not taking that from you. I'm not.
Yeah, as human beings. Right. To help one another. And I definitely feel within the Black community, it's something that has always baffled me, coming up. Like, I see Black people do shit to each other. And I just, like, with everything we've been through, how is it that we can be the ones that really go at each other sometimes? Like, why aren't we pushing each other and pulling each other up rather than, like, that's always been baffling to me. Like, how did that happen? I mean, and I understand how that happened, that great thing, that great genius thing called white supremacy with all its master plans. Yeah, I get it. I fucking get it. But, thank God for some of the this younger generation. I think more of them are, they're not looking like I have to be the only one. Like even in comedy, you have had, and you know this, you've had situations where cats thought, "Oh, I've got to be the only one. I can't be the other black. There can't be another black guy in the room." It was a syndrome, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like, nah, B, let's have a bunch of us. You know what I'm saying? What did Jay-Z say in 444? What's better than one black billionaire? Two? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. And we can't get there unless we do what we have, what is our responsibility.
And what's our
You know
responsibility?
what I'm saying? It's your responsibility to take care of yourself. It's your responsibility to take care of your family. It's your responsibility to take care of your community. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, as much as we sit up here and say, yeah, like we're having this debate whether it's our responsibility to do that, best believe those other communities that we talk about from time to time, they oh yeah, it's my responsibility. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even gonna hedge on that. It's my responsibility.
All right. Very, very interesting conversation today. I learned today. Today I put my talking instrument down and used my listening instrument today. And I learned quite a bit. I want to thank you guys. In closing, anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
What I want to say? I don't know, man. I'm back at work and I'm happy. So can I tell you? So that's the only thing I got going on right now is that, you know, like that's working out. You know, I invested in a new vehicle. I'm on the road. Last night I was driving. You know, I had something happen that hadn't happened in a long time. My wife calls me, ringing the phone off the hook. You know what I'm saying? She's calling both my phones. I'm like, what the hell? Because I keep on rejecting the call because I got people in the car. So finally, I'm like, yo, the minute I get these people out the car, I got to answer something might be wrong at the house. She gets on the phone. She's like, yo, you all right? I'm like, what you mean am I all right? Well, it's the middle of the night. You ain't come home yet. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. That felt good.
All right.
I ain't hear that call. I ain't get that call in over 2 years.
Yes, sir. And you ran home quick. It was like, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Is nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Ooh.
Shout out to your wife. Drop bombs for the missus.
You ain't come home yet. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting this chicken.
I
hope the money keep on coming in. You know what I'm saying? You know, this, you know, what's going on with this fucking, what you call it? You know,
Omarion.
Yeah, what's going on with all this? And you know, but here's how, you know, my fear was that we would shut down again. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know how another shutdown was definitely going to affect situations, as you know, when it comes to the pockets and everything. Yeah. But the way I'm looking at it, the way it's going, I'm like, yeah, I don't think they're going to let that happen, no matter what this.
Oh no, the country is not going to take that loss. That whatever $1 trillion hit that they took, they're not doing that shit again. No. You're going to learn to live with this immoral crime. You listen. You're going to get this motherfucking cough, and let me tell you, you're going to get this cough. You're going to get this 5-day off. You're going to get this at home. Check your nose. They've even broke it down where you don't even have to stay home for 10 days. Put your mask.
Yeah.
Come on back outside. No. We are not taking that hit no more. You're going to learn to live with this cough, goddammit.
Yeah.
They're not playing.
No, it's going to slowly change from if you're asymptomatic and you can't go to work, it's going to slowly change to if you're asymptomatic, you can go back to work.
Well, they just passed, or they're trying to pass that your job pay for up to five what's names? COVID tests.
COVID test?
test a month. Yeah. They're trying to pass that your health insurance pay for $5 a month. And you know, the health insurance is like, no. We've been taking this money for generations. You mean to tell me we got to put back and buy from pharmaceuticals now? That's not what we're going to do. So they're in big arguments right now about whether or not United Healthcare and all these other people are going to be obligated to make sure you get tested at least 5 times a month. So yeah, it's big things going on. They are not losing that $1 trillion pocket purse anymore. Listen, Negroes, and when I say Negroes, I mean black, white people too. Live with that cough, goddammit. You're gonna put that blue mask on. You're gonna go outside. You're gonna go to work, goddammit. Now the real question is, they're already telling people to go back to work if you're asymptomatic. See, there you go.
Okay, see, thank you, Sarah. Thanks.
There you go.
Yo, it's crazy because everybody's still hanging out. I'm hanging out. I mean, I'm working. You know what I'm saying? And you know, there was a event at Motor City. The rodeo was in town. Bert Kushner had a concert somewhere else. I'm driving all the kids around to the different bars and clubs. I'm like, okay, you know what? Shit is popping.
Yeah, listen, you this last year you did this, motherfucker scattered. This year, hey, put this over your face. Come on, let's go to the party. Motherfuckers they're not doing that shit again.
We're not doing it no more.
They're not doing it no more. You hear me? No more. You got to get up. Did you cough your lung out? No. Well, then guess what? But then also, people are living with corona now. Like, remember 2 years ago, maybe a year or so, whenever it first started.
Yeah,
motherfuckers was dropping dead. Like the second they had so many people dropping dead from the cough that they was putting bodies, and this is a true story. He's putting bodies in refrigerated 18-wheelers. You know that, right?
Yeah. According to my little brother, that's a lie and it's a myth.
Yeah. Well, no.
Don't get me wrong, JP. I know it's not.
Right.
I know it's an actual thing that happened, but according to my little brother, that didn't happen. Don't believe them. Don't believe these people. You know, like I'm talking to actual people that work at hospitals
that had to put the body in there. That had to actually put the body in there.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah. How you know? How you know they wasn't lying to you? It's all, you know, they got to tell you something. I'm like, okay.
Everybody ain't a part of the conspiracy. Like some people. You know, they think everybody down to the dude who put the pencil in there. You remember the pencil? Remember when the pencil was on the desk? The guy who put the pencil, he was a part of it. He didn't. Yo, bro, it's not a conspiracy.
JP, say that shit one more time, please.
Everybody ain't a part of the conspiracy. Like, if the man worked and put the bodies in there, or he tagged the bodies, or he had to count the bodies, or he had to move the bodies, he is not working with big companies or governments that's telling you it isn't, but it is. It is, but it isn't. No. Hey, yo, you know what I found out real quick?
What's that?
Oh, my God, bro.
What's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if this is your first time, but I wanted to share this with y'all. So, you know George Floyd, right?
Yeah.
Do you know who his uncle was?
I don't remember, but I believe
uncle is a musician. He's
I believe it was somebody famous.
A musician.
Okay.
And here go his song. Are you ready or not? Up the street, everybody's dancing.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I kind of remember that song.
Yes. I couldn't play it too long because I didn't want.
Yeah, I know. We get shut down. Down.
That's George Floyd's uncle.
What's that saying? 6 degrees of separation or something like that?
Oh my God, bro. Yes, that's a great song. You know what I'm gonna do? Hey, yo, let's get off of here. Let's go on Twitch because I feel like playing music.
Dude, you the one that flips a switch on this and turns on the switch on that.
Yeah. I'm getting set up, and in about another half hour, I'm gonna hit you up. Let's play some music. Let's talk music tonight. I feel like having fun after that conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy JP Justice, and let me tell you what I learned today. I learned today that, and it's not negative. And let me tell you what I did again today. And I love when I do this shit because you guys just don't know what to fucking do. I just sat quiet. That's all I did today. And I answered directly, and I didn't have a whole bunch. And when I wanted to have the asshole moment, I said the asshole moment. Hey Lorraine, we check you out. And thanks for hanging out with us, Sarah. And,
love you, Lorraine.
Yeah. And Sarah's becoming a real good part of the crew too, man. Make sure you say hi to Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Whoa. Wow. Jesus Christ. Just say hi. What the hell are you doing? I said, just say hi. Why? What's with the sexy voice, bro? This motherfucker hit the low too. He hit the low. Hey, Sarah. Yo. Hey, look at she hit back. She hit back. Hey.
Yo, it's all about good energy and having fun, man. That's what we do.
I love today's energy. Let me tell you why I love today's energy, because I wanted to see you guys stand on your own. That's all I was doing. I was throwing pebbles in the water just to let the ripples go, just to see how you guys stand in the water. That's it. That's all I was doing. And listen, and here's a hint to let you know that when I was going blue, you was right. Y'all could have pigeonholed me in my whole conversation when you said when we were people, we was blah blah blah. Exactly. I believe that. I just don't want to make it my obligation. Yeah, it was a good show. That's that good energy. Yeah, that's that good energy. Yeah, let me separate you two motherfuckers. Hold on. I don't know. Hey, yo, Lorraine, what the fuck just happened? I said, say hello, Blue. Blue go, hey, Sarah. She go, hey, good energy. Separate, nigga. Separate.
Listen, ain't nothing but love here.
Yeah, it's nothing but love. I'm joking.
Ain't nothing but love here. This is what we do.
I don't even know.
We have fun. We spread the energy. You know what I'm
saying?
That,
right? Look,
it rubs off and somebody feels better about their day.
Look, Lorraine, you peeped that, right, Lorraine? We had a regular conversation. And old Sir Whisper a lot here. Yeah, exactly. Whisper, yeah. Old Whisper a lot here said, hey, Sarah, how you doing? Hey.
Well, Lorraine, you
open up. Hey, Lorraine, look at me put my shoulder in between. Hey, let me get in here.
I don't know where Lorraine at, but we got to sit down with Lorraine, put together a good 5 minutes and get on stage.
Yo, listen. Hey, Lorraine, I'm trying to put together the Queen's Table Talk. And,
yeah.
I'm trying to put. Chocolate Shy. Chocolate Shy was the one who inspired me to do it.
Yeah, that has to be done. That has to be done in 2022.
Yeah,
22. That has to be done.
So I got Chocolate Shy, and I got a few other people. But Lorraine,
here's two projects straight off the bat that you need to be invested in. And I say you because we follow you, okay? You're like the catalyst. We follow you. 2 projects, you and Shane.
I didn't announce that yet. God damn, nigga. I didn't announce that yet.
And then you producing the ladies' Queen's Table Talk. Those 2 projects right there, B.
I know.
I gotta be pushing you. I gotta push my.
And thank you. I like that. Hey, I know Gospel Titties. I know you know. I know Gospel Titties. Gospel Titties. I'm shy. I know Gospel Titties. I love when you.
I was like, dude, you don't even understand. Because I know you.
By the way, Sarah. Hold on, Sarah. We call Lorraine Gospel Titties. So I know you probably. Did you just say Gospel
Sarah.
Titties? Lorraine is our Gospel Titties.
Yes, that's Gospel Titties. Respect.
Yeah. Respectfully, God. You know that lady in the church that always got, and Lord Jesus. That's gospel.
She's like, huh?
Yeah, that's not gospel. But so listen.
Oh my God.
So here's my plan for 2022. Aside of all the other things that I said that I was going to do, I think it's time Instigated Talk really comes back in the morning, 10 to 12. I know me, you, and Mona have talked about it, but I'm going, 10 to 12 for us would be 7 to 9 for you in the morning, which I think you should get up and be a part of. But here's the thing: I'm not going to beg you nor Mona. I'm going to get up and do it
Are
myself.
you talking about every morning?
I want to do it. Listen, bro. Michael Sean does.
I'm working in the mornings now.
Bro, you can start working right after 9 o'clock. You can get out there at 9 o'clock. Here's the thing, and this is what I was telling Buzz. Yo, you're gonna always put in that time, and we got the greatest fucking jobs in the world, Blue. Don't act like we ain't got the greatest jobs. Like people think that, they just y'all are Uber runners. You have no idea how I do this on so my time. Yo, I do this. Yo,
ain't that the beautiful thing about it? Ain't that the most beautiful thing, bro? About it being, I'm not, being, how should I say? I'm not being jumped on. What she say?
She said, JP, Mona can't do nothing with that equipment she got. Yeah. Mona.
I just don't get it.
Yeah, Mona sit there and be on the computer, and all of a sudden, toast to just come out of her keyboard. Hey, fucking toast. Her computer is just on some other level. So watch this.
But what's funny is, weren't we talking just a couple of months ago? Like, she bought a new computer.
Yeah, but she bought a new used computer. And now that has problems. So watch this. So we have the type of jobs that we can literally go out when we want to. So this is what I tell you. I tell you just like I tell Buzz. You're gonna give your job its hours. For us, it's random hours. You're gonna give your job them hours. That's your obligation. That's the word for the day. That's your obligation. You're going to give your job them hours. Give your dreams the same amount of hours.
What's that mean? Dre said she smoked about it.
Huh? You heard?
Yeah, I heard you.
So give your dreams. Dre says she.
Let me just say this. That's what I was asking you. What does she?
No, Dre yesterday, because Dre helped donate to her computer. He gave money to donate to her computer. And when she said she needed a new computer, he said, I gave you money for the computer. What you do? Smoke the money for the TV? What you smoke the computer money? Yeah. So listen, the same amount of time that you work at your job, those are your dues, bro. I got to take care of my kids. Those are your dues, bro. Yo, I got to do blah, blah, blah. Those are your dues. And your dues ain't going to never change. They'll change as far as obligation and work. But you're going to always have to pay dues. You're going to always have to do something. You got to find those squeezable moments in there to go for your dream. Because life will never allow you to just have the time to do what you want to do. Life always will pull up on you and be like, yo, you need to do this. You need to get this done. You know what I'm saying? Life will always do that to you. So you have to find those minutes and those moments to turn your work obligation into your dream, so that this way your dreams now become your driving force. And that's what makes achieving and accomplishing your dreams so fulfilling. When you went against the grain, when you went against, I had to work 40 hours, but I put the 8 hours a day to still do it. And now you're there. And that makes it feel better. So yes, I'm not telling you not to work, but from 7 in the morning to 9 in the morning, are you out there?
Well, technically, I usually drive my wife to work at 7.
In the morning?
And then right after I drive, in the morning, motherfucker, not at night.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Hey, look how I didn't realize that I said something stupid. He was like, yeah, motherfucker, not at night. I was like this. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you,
Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Lorraine. Yes, thank you. I may cut that little piece out, and I may put that as a little snippet.
Well, hold on. Cut what piece out?
What I just said about.
Oh, here's what I was going to say. Okay, project number 3. Already listed the first 2 projects that need to be front and center. But project number 3 for JP Justice. You need to have a channel where it's your motivational channel, where you could just talk that motivational shit.
People don't realize. Do I not get in that?
Dude, you're like Will Smith. You're literally like Will Smith. I think you're playing with it. You know what I'm saying? But you don't realize you're actually that dude.
Yo, you want to know something? That's my dream and my passion.
Dude, you're him. I mean, I'm not saying you're him, but you know what I'm saying? As far as that energy that you carry, that's the same energy that nigga working with, B. And
I thank you.
I'm watching you. You don't see. I'm doing this. I'm just smiling. I'm like, does this motherfucker really hear himself? Does he realize everybody doesn't talk like this?
Yeah, I just and when I say this, I don't want to talk when someone talks to me, the story now is our story. But I shouldn't put the person out there. But if the person doesn't mind, I always like to use people as an example. I just started talking to someone else on the phone, and my God, I learned so much from this person. And I wanted to take this opportunity to let this person know who I really am. Because for years, people who don't spend this type of time with me don't know how caring I am. Like I was just on the phone 4:30 in the morning with this white boy from Texas who has a cocaine problem, and he keeps backsliding, and he calls me up crying. Yo, Jay, man, I'm sorry, I did it again, man. It's not that he does it all the time, but when he does do it, he knows he can call me, and I'll sit up on the phone with him for however long.
Yeah.
So that was coupled with his friend is dying with cancer. So his friend dying of cancer made him go out and party and sniff cocaine. Then he felt bad. And then he's calling me crying. This is a white boy. And this is to let you know I'm not a racist person at all. I have white friends. Do I tell white people, you ain't no good, cracker? Your motherfucking background and your motherfucking lineage is horrible. But I still care. But I still care. You know what I'm saying?
Energy.
Yeah, I probably said that word wrong.
Horrible.
Yeah, I said that word wrong. I'll admit. JP is
oh my God.
People. Thank you, Sarah. But this happens all the time. But this is why I say this is why I say when I die, I don't want nobody talking for me. I don't want nobody talking for me. Just give people a satchel.
Just put up a recording of you talking, and that'll be enough.
Yeah, this is what I want. And I got one right here too. Look, I want you to give a satchel, like something like this, like a little bag, right? I want a little satchel, and in the little satchel, I want 2 walnuts. I want 2 walnuts in here. You know why there's 2 walnuts in here?
Because it's a nut sack.
Because I want this to be these nuts, nigga. I'm out of here because you ain't gonna do nothing but talk about me when I'm gone anyway. I don't trust you.
Wow.
I don't trust you, motherfucker. Lineage, whatever that goddamn name is, whatever that word is. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. When I die, oh my God, I'm gonna be in heaven, pointing down, talking about all you motherfuckers. This is a funny joke. Oh, this is one of them genius jokes. Being in heaven, pointing down, me and God talking about y'all. Look at that guy there. Oh, you did that, God? You know that shit. That's all you right there. You know that, right? You made that.
Wow.
I'm gonna be talking about y'all niggas.
I'm sure that's not going to be your priority, but
what's not going to be my priority? I believe that
if you when you die, that's going to be a thing.
Like, first thing I'm gonna do is for the first 14 days, I want to see how people reacted. Like when I die and I go to the gate, I go, whoa, wait. Hey, yo, can I get some front row seats? I want to see how they going. I want to see how they handle this. You know what I'm saying? See my wife go out with another nigga, and I'm gonna reach my hand down out the cloud and smack the shit out of her.
Yo, this motherfucker's gonna be stuck in purgatory forever.
yo, I'm gonna just reach down and go like this. Hold on. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
And I'm not. Did y'all hear what I said? And I'm not even religious.
Yeah. Hold on.
He's gonna be stuck in purgatory forever.
Watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch this. Just watch this. Listen.
Uh-oh. We're reaching out. You know who I got to call?
Hold on. I wanted to hear this.
Yeah, if she pick up, I'll shut up.
Such a meathead. Yo.
Please leave your message.
Yeah, she ain't answering. That's my wife.
She's not in the house?
Yeah, she right outside the other side of the door. Yeah, she ignored me. She ignored me. Pick up the goddamn phone. No, what did you say?
Yo, Lorraine, she right in the house.
She right on the other side of the door, B. You know, y'all never had the trip through my crib. She like literally. She probably
She
like
right there.
30, 40 feet away
like,
from me.
yo, I'm not even messing with him right now.
She like 30, 40 feet away from me. All right, let me give you a visual too, so you know how my house is laid out. So you see I moved my office into the bedroom.
Yeah.
So from where I'm sitting at, if you go out that door to the right and then the left, my living room is all this right, like right here, like all of this from all the way over there to all the way over there is my living room. My office in the living room was that little corner. So when y'all see me before I was in there, I had a little corner that's a quarter inch of what this room is. A quarter inch of what this room is. I understand. Yo, my number is in the chat. Okay, cool.
Shit, I got to go to dinner tonight.
Yeah, go do your thing, man. I'm gonna go play some music.
Hey, yo. This was a dope show.
It was a good show, bro. I learned a lot.
Show. You had me on here for 3 hours. Okay.
Yeah, I learned a lot. I learned a lot.
Yo,
right?
That we're gonna talk again because I don't want you to forget it because you're gonna forget it.
What?
Or you're gonna put it to the side. And the reason how do I say this? The reason why I'm going hard at this is because you keep asking the question and you keep asking your friends the question, what should I do? What do I have to do to make this happen? What do I have to do to get you guys inspired? Am I working with the right people? You keep asking over and over. I'm your boy, your homie, your brother. So I'm giving you, you know what I'm saying? All right, Jay, here's some answers. Here's some real answers. One of the reasons I said to you what I said about Shane is because, dude, you need to work with somebody on your level. You really do. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of us appreciate you. But everybody's not on your level. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's important to if you're trying to get to a certain place. What do they say, Jay? Surround yourself with people.
Come on.
Who are either already there or have that same ambition. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said to you what I said about doing a podcast. We're not even gonna go any further into that. Mm-hmm. But boom. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm not gonna say something about you that I don't think is factually true. Mm-hmm. If I'm not, if that energy's not really there, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. We've been friends for 30 something years. Mm-hmm. Yo, this motivational thing, dude, don't let it go to the wayside.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
You drop jewels all the time, whether it be a comedy situation or whether it be just a life situation or from a marriage point. You have so many different, how should I say, things to pick from that you have. Like we just had this conversation about, people that walk the walk versus people that just talk the talk. Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? You have a lot of life experience in several different fields, and you're a cat that gives that energy, that Will Smith. Yo, if I have to die, mm-hmm. then I'm gonna die on this treadmill because you're not gonna outwalk me on this treadmill. So if I have to die. Mm-hmm. Because you're not getting off the treadmill, then that's what you're that dude.
Thank you, bro.
You have to give this up. That's paying dues in order to make that work. You have it. So don't fucking waste it. You want to know what to do? You haven't I been pushing before? You know what I'm saying? Then don't get me wrong, you push me too. But I'm just saying, dude.
Yeah. And this is the part that I received because I don't let everybody talk to me like this. So I definitely, I'm hearing you. Trust me, bro. I'm hearing you. I believe it.
And that's all I'm saying. I'm like, yo, I think those are 3 vehicles. One, you're just producing. I don't imagine you're going to be on it because it's a women thing. So you're producing it. But one of the best advice, one of the best pieces of advice I got from my man Toby about working behind the scenes, as opposed to one to always be in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That was one of the best pieces of people. Nigga, you know how many motherfuckers out here is getting money behind the scenes?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Producing shows, writing for shows.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like,
and that's where I'm at now. That's where I'm at.
Oh, I was in a place where I was complaining about motherfuckers not putting me on stage. It's like, but wait a minute, they wanted you to connect them with these people and do this, dude. That's money behind the scene. I was like, oh, I never looked at it like that.
Yeah. So
yeah, dude, you got front row vehicles for yourself, and you got a behind the door. I mean, a back door vehicle for yourself. I'm ready. I'm out.
Sir. I'm out, yo. Later to death.
Love you to death.